Stop pooping! Welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. We're very excited to have you all here. We are missing someone, but we have reclaimed someone from the depths. We had to trade souls.
That's ominous.
We swapped Daniel's soul for Lauren just for a little while. He'll be back. He's off fighting laser dolphins in Guam.
Why do I want to use all the weapons?
Is he?
Yeah. No, he's not feeling well, so we're hoping
after fighting laser dolphins.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a sick boy.
He shit his pants.
All right, dude. He's just doing roundhouse kicks right to their fucking faces.
Kate goes at home, just like, don't tell them.
The porpoise destroyer.
Laser dolphins.
Laser dolphins.
Sounds much cooler.
I don't know where that came from.
That was really funny.
We have a couple announcements, don't we?
Yeah,
Sharks with freaking laser
Are we
beams.
not? We're not. Yeah, we just talked
By
about
the time this streams,
Did we?
Thanksgiving will be done.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving.
What?
I hope you all bought a giant TV.
It's not like there's time displacement between these recordings and we don't know where we are.
How about that Black Friday?
Exactly. Oh God.
Who needs to know time?
We hope Daniel recovers quickly. Just things have been going around. Everyone's been coming down with something here and there. So I don't think we have any major announcements. So without further ado, please sit back, relax,
And Shenanigans!
and get ready for
That was so
Camaraderie
close.
and Shenanigans.
You really should have hit the button.
Than losing your father.
Accurate.
I got it in though. It's hard sometimes.
Wait.
It's hard sometimes, but you know you have to get it in there.
Anyways.
Previously on the Obsidian Winds Travels. Having recently had a brush with a boomer tumor. I will never stop saying that.
Boomer
It's
tumor.
not a boomer.
He's not a boomer.
Forgot about Boomer Tumor.
And Kylus, realizing for himself where this spirit, entity, whatever Victor has become now resides within him, the party continues traveling forward. Kylus having a little bit of a chat during one evening amidst travels, trying to source out maybe what Victor's true intentions are, or what he might be up to.
I was offering a partnership before he was a dick about it.
It's true.
Were you though?
Referencing your mother and throwing her into the mix, you frustratingly end the conversation that evening. Continuing on forward, you encounter a very large... No, I am out of order. There's a scry that happens.
Yep.
Where Kylus does reveal to actually a couple people that evening who this lady was.
I suss it out
You sussed it out.
using meta knowledge.
Oh, and you had the brood off. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
the
brood
brood
off.
off! That's
Yeah.
right.
I won.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you said I won.
Worst.
Oh yes,
I
I think that's the only roleplay I did for you.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, he won.
I thought it was Cable.
Oh no, it was Cable.
Was
Yeah,
it?
because he
Yeah.
cartwheeled away afterwards.
Yeah.
That was wrong, but
And that's like my MO for him. Is a cartwheel away.
Back in the engine room, you little twerp.
Bad
Should have left you depressed.
Via a
Maybe it
scrying
was
spell,
Rendwin.
Nesta was able
No, it
to
wasn't.
locate this individual
Maybe it was Rendwin.
that Kylus was referencing, and discovering that she indeed also carried a sigil. Coming out of the scry, Kylus wished to learn one thing, and one thing only, whether or not she was alive, which you confirmed. And held back all the rest of the info that you so desperately wanted to dump. Traveling on, you did almost enter the space of a hurricane, though Captain Avery was very quick to dip down below this cloud cover, slowing down your travel for a day, but dodging a very nasty change of weather. Breaking out of the clouds and past the storm, you arrived in Taliv, Nesta's hometown, original hometown.
Trauma Town.
Trauma Town. That's got to be the name of an episode somewhere.
Trauma Town.
Trauma Town.
That's pretty
Welcome
good.
to Trauma Town.
Probably coming up pretty soon here.
Name of this episode, maybe.
Getting acquainted with some of the locals within the area and visiting an old grave of Nessa's dear friend in the orphanage.
Oh.
Meredith.
I gave her a
Yeah,
rock.
you would have been very sad. I would have cried.
The group hides in plain sight as best they can from any eyes that might recognize a now much older Nesta. And with a rather uneventful evening at hand, time passed. You woke up the next morning. You boarded the snowbreaker and took off. And it is in that moment we see you sailing into the distance as snow is finally starting to fall on the ship. Starting to streak past a bit now that you're picking up speed. Obsidian Winds, what would you like to do? Will you while away the hours, or?
As soon as we left Taliv, I would have just, I think, found a wall and punched the shit out of it.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
Athletics.
Oh, not bad, 19.
Hell yeah.
The wall
Put a
dies.
fucking hole through the ship here.
23.
Oh my god. Yeah, you give it a nice, you summon what celestial energy is in you and dent part of this metal wall.
Oh, it's metal hoops.
Yeah, most of the ship's made of metal.
As soon as I do that, I'll apologize to the wall.
Cast
So,
I will cast mending.
Do you have mending?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just hear the as it pops back into place.
That's hilarious.
Fuck. That's. I'll leave that.
Scene.
Cable's just there, just. You okay?
Nope.
Great. Glad you're punching inanimate things.
Me too.
All right.
No one has anything else to do. I would like to reach out telepathically to Oz
Mm-hmm.
to see if there are any updates about the prisoner release or with our new abode.
Master, I was actually just about to contact you.
What timing then?
There are 3 potential individuals who wish to join the adventuring side of this guild. They seem rough around the edges, but maybe with proper coaching, they could benefit the guild.
Let's not be too eager. I'd like to do a bit of a background check on each of them. Once you spend some time following them, let's see exactly who they are.
Also, a bit of extra information. There is a mission that has been sent out to all guilds to explore the depths of the lake.
Well, that's a bit out of reach right now for us. Fortunately.
had to tell us now. I would have done it before we left.
And we had a whole fucking week.
Well, if these 3 do work out, it might be something for them to take a look at.
Was my thoughts exactly. But if you would prefer me to follow them for a little while, I can do that.
Just a little bit of a screening. I want to let the riffraff in.
Should I poison one of them to see how well they fight off infection?
Yeah, let's go for it. Whoever the burliest looking one is.
As you wish.
If I can do it and sail the ship, one of them has to be able to do something.
A fair point, Master.
Alright.
Not like killing poison, just like
Not a killing.
not a killing poison.
Just a tummy ache.
Any updates on the prisoners?
Unfortunately, no.
Would you mind drafting a letter and sending it off to, oh my god, what is it? It's the council, right? The council.
There's a central mayor figure, and then there are
Yeah.
council members, yes.
Okay.
The mayor seems to hold most of the conversation,
Let's
unless
draft.
it has anything to do with a particular department.
Yeah. Let's draft a letter to the mayor. Let's not mention Voxstrom. They seem quite uptight about that. But about some prisoners out of Tompton.
As you wish.
Full names and descriptions of the prisoners as well.
Of course.
How's Atrodane doing?
Very well. Settling into her space quite naturally.
Perfect.
The tavern is slowly coming together. We still need a name for it, though.
We're working on that. I'll let you know as soon as we have that figured out. In that letter you're drafting,
Atrodane's currently calling it the Last Dance.
a bit melodramatic. We'll come up with something.
All right.
In the meantime, add in that letter, try and get some more performances for her in the city, if possible.
Of course.
I do miss having you here, Oz. It's, well, lonely, if I'm being honest.
Well, if you ever need me, I'm only away.
What?
Oh, snaps don't translate in telepathy. I'm only away.
Right. I need you where you are, unfortunately.
Do non-pulmonic oral sounds also translate?
They do here. I'm writing this canon as we go.
If it comes down to it, I might have you head up to the council if they continue to drag their feet, and I'll have a chat with them myself. But for now, I'll take a look around the place, if you don't mind. And I'll switch to his senses and fly around our place and kind of check on progress updates.
Things are coming along nicely. All the dust and cobwebs have officially been swept away. Water has been splashed throughout the area and scrubbed down viciously within the tavern itself. The manor is undergoing a similar amount of treatment, though it is a much larger space than the tavern and will take quite a bit more time. They're just finishing up the lower floors.
Okay. All right, and I'll come out of it.
All right. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Just working on his flying boots and making sure that he's getting me at least a third potion going as well.
Working on it.
I have a conversation I have to have with Nesta.
Okay.
Where you at, anyways? At this
Um,
time of day, whatever it might be.
It can be on the first day or the second day of travel. It's up to
Sure.
you guys.
Icing her hand.
That wall took damage, not me.
Hell yeah.
I find you wherever you are.
Yeah, I'm hanging in a brig, maybe. I don't know. Boxes.
there's no jail cell here.
No, not brig. What's the word I'm like?
Bridge?
I'm bridge, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Below. Deck. Hi.
Hey Nesta, how's it going?
It's fine.
This is how normal people start conversations. You remember our dragon friend, right?
Yes, I do. What about it? Him. Them.
Are you curious at all where he is right now?
I suppose a little bit.
So I'm thinking we're
Describe, please.
we're getting ready to go fight something pretty horrible, and we sort of which is underground, and we happen to be somewhat friends with a burrowing dragon.
You think you would help?
No. Maybe?
I think it's worth a call.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. I'll cast sending. And then I'm not equipping it again. Kidding, we'll see. But I will cast
There's
it.
a wizard with sending.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a message to the dragon.
Balacrats.
Bellicrats, thank you.
Okay.
Bellatrix.
What are you gonna say?
Strange.
God, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not
Oh.
sending it yet. No. Thinking it out with you first. Working it out.
You should probably, fluff him up a little bit. He's a dragon. They kind of like that stuff, right?
Oh, great and mighty Bellicrat.
Something like that, yeah,
We'll
sure,
add some
sure.
extra word for fluff. What's the name of Frognan's town again? Hovel Hollow.
Nope, let's not tell him where we're going exactly. He's still a dragon, and we're going to the Frostwilds.
A new layer.
Even better, let's not tell him where we're going. Let's ask him where he's at, on the off chance that he happens to be in the Frostwilds.
Hey, where you at?
You up?
You up?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Just send him WYD.
So you want me to send 2 sending spells?
No, I was kidding. But I kind of don't like the idea of telling him where we're going, because he is a horrible dragon who probably could use an underground lair, and Frognan's looking at me like that, and it's making me uncomfortable.
I'm just working on shoes for one of my best friends in the whole world who I trust implicitly.
That's why we're not going to tell him exactly.
All right.
But the idea is I want to see if he's near the Frostwilds
Can I
in
be in
case.
the room for this?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, it wasn't established beforehand.
All right. See where he is.
Sorry.
Nothing else.
my
Remind
life.
him that we're his friend.
What's that?
Remind him that we're his friend. All right.
Just see how you're doing, and
Roll a d20.
Okay.
yeah, we'll see how he's doing in relation to
4.
No.
He has escaped captivity. I'm sure he's established a great lair and is already creating a wonderful horde to hoard. I don't know.
Okay.
Dragons like that kind of stuff, don't they?
A wonderful horde to hoard.
I've only met a dragon once, and this is him. So
I will say, you do both remember I bribed him when I had him do
with what?
something. With platinum.
how much?
I think it was 50 at the
It was
time.
not that much.
Not anymore, but at the time it was a lot.
For us it was. But he's a dragon. He wants fucking mountains of riches, right?
Yeah, you have mountains of it, right?
I'm going to suss him out. All right. Here we go. Cast sending. Oh, great and mighty Bellatrax.
Bellicrats.
Cracked.
Bellicrat, fuck.
Really fluffed him up there.
Buddy, what the fuck
Should
your name
have talked
is?
about the name of the dragon before we did this, but okay.
Sorry, I tripped on that rock. That's why I messed up your name.
I tripped on him. That's why I messed up your name.
You have 7 words left.
I also like that you tripped on a rock in the sky.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know where we're at.
Scries on you after.
Oh, shit.
Rocks.
You're a liar.
Are you well? Where are you now?
Surprisingly succinct.
Well done. Yeah, that was
It was a rough start, but she really made it past the finish line.
I hope he buys
recovered
the whole I
after
tripped
tripping.
on a rock thing. That's
I needed to give him a reason why I messed up his name.
no, I got it. I thought that was clever. It's just I hope he buys it.
Roll deception check at advantage.
Thank you, God.
Oh god.
Guide yourself, guide yourself, guide yourself.
Guidance. That's a D4.
You can just say you did
Just
it.
guided.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Oh, good. I rolled a 19 actually, but 24.
You feel pretty confident. I haven't used this character in a while.
It's low and rumbly. A little whispery, I think.
Yeah, I think it's whispering. Where you at? How you doing? Essentially.
Mm-hmm, essentially.
How you doing? Where you at? That's actually
I have made my way to the Frostwilds. A perfect home for someone like me. I am in the process of carving out my lair.
That's 24.
He's in the process of carving out his lair in the Frostwilds.
Oh, good. It is a very big place. The chances of him being where we are slim, but not none.
definitely there.
That would be convenient. Disembodied voice.
You thought you were fighting a beholder?
You thought.
Oh, we get down there. Hey, what's happening?
Buddies!
He did say he promised to try not to eat us.
Do you want to fire off another one?
Ask him for help.
Maybe he's. That kind of worries me that he's maybe near my city. You know, I don't know if we're equipped to fight a dragon. I don't know how you'd word that though.
I don't either.
Maybe ask if he's had any trouble with
The locals.
adventurers, locals, wildlife, things like that. I don't know.
All right.
Now that we got here, I didn't have a plan. It's just an idea.
No, it's a good idea.
I was like, we're going to the Frost Wilds. He's an ice dragon.
That makes sense. It does make sense.
Adds up. He was an ice dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was an ice dragon.
Modified this.
It's called a white dragon.
Whatever.
All right.
Disembodied voice.
Sending 2.
Don't trip over a rock this time.
Bellatrix.
Bellicrats is his name.
Bellacrap.
I'm just gonna not say his name.
That's
Balak.
smart.
Okay.
Bellicrats. What's awesome.
Sending. Are you near a town? Are there any disturbances? Would you like to meet up with us at some point?
5 more words. Glad you're doing well. I don't know. And sign off with your name.
Sending health. Nesta.
Sure. There we go.
Oh God. I slaughtered a group of wild folk that made their mountain their home. I shall build my space upon it.
Roll a persuasion check.
12?
You got your guidance?
16.
Big swing, big swing.
I'm Nessaline. Too busy. Thanks.
So he does not want to meet up, and it sounds like he killed a group of mountain people.
Would I know what he's referring through the context of what she just said, that he just said, would I know what he's talking about?
There are a number of different folk who call that space their home.
Mhm.
A lot of people who live on the fringes of society.
Mm-hmm.
The most well-known... Oh, I need to pull up a map. Are the residents of Frostfall. Far, far out west. Way far away from you guys. They are residential kin of what used to be the giants who lived out here. They are all frost half-giants who live out there and worship their gods accordingly. They are super antisocial, do not welcome strangers, will attack you on sight, and they are terrifying to behold with the amount of strength that they have.
Are you implying that this is who he's speaking of?
Beyond that, they are a very large community. There are plenty of other smaller groups of humanoids who reside out in there.
He mentioned mountain and this tribe. Does that put anything together for my brain?
Not really, no. There's tons of mountain
Okay.
range out here. He could be talking about any mountain.
Got it. Okay.
It's mostly mountainous range out there.
So, mostly good news.
Yes. Good to know, too. Glad you thought of that.
I imagine we can probably, possibly, maybe call on him for help if need be.
I would say if we're in dire straits, that would be a good option. Otherwise...
Like fighting something terrible that can murder all of us and turn us into stone.
But he did say he's busy.
He's nesting. What does that mean? Dragons.
Dragons have itineraries. I don't know. Probably. I've only met the one dragon. Have
That
you met
doesn't
more
sou-
dragons?
That doesn't sound right, but I don't have enough proof to disagree, so.
I actually, now that you're here, I wanted to apologize to you about something. When we called Lunaris the other night, I was a little bit surprised when she spoke back to us, because that wasn't who I've been accustomed to speaking to. That was actually Lunaris who talked to us, so very cool for you. Who I've been talking to all this time was my mother, not Lunaris.
Wait a minute. You've talked to her before,
Yes,
and you thought you were talking to Lunaris,
yes,
but it turns out it's your mother.
yes.
How do you know who we were talking to was actually Lunaris?
I don't.
Take it on faith? Is it one of those kinds of things?
Normally I would say yes. In this case, I don't know. So I'm sorry.
Why? Why are you sorry? I don't understand.
Because I led you that way. I introduced you. I was so full of trust, and I was wrong.
You weren't. It was. I mean, if that was Lunaris, which, let's take it on faith. We can play that game. If that's the case, then you did exactly what you said you were going to do. If anything, you were the one who needs an apology.
From who?
Sounds like your mom.
You're right.
I mean, she misled you, right?
That fucking bitch.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. She's still your mom, she's like not of this world. Is that what I'm getting here? I mean, you got some resentment there, don't you?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that works a little bit. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. Haven't prayed in 3 days.
It's a good place to start. Felt weird saying that to you, but
I feel I'm not ready to talk to her. You know?
to Lunaris
To
or
my
your mother?
mother.
Can you switch channels? How does that work?
I don't know.
Like, can you? Because I mean, if again, taking it on faith that it was her, if the person that we had spoken to was indeed Lunaris, what's to stop us from contacting her again? I don't want to like hone in or whatever on your thing here, but like maybe together we can try that again and.
I'll think about it.
We can connect to her. I don't know.
I will.
I really don't
Thank
know how
you.
this
No,
works.
thank
Sure.
you. I will think about it. I appreciate your help on this situation. And I'll keep you informed.
You should pray. Even if you don't reach out to connect. Might do you some good.
Okay. Thank you. I will do that eventually.
When you're ready.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, Renwin will do a thing now.
Do the thing.
So just to retcon just the tiniest bit as far as
Time's passage.
time's passage, let's say that Renwin spent a lot of time bothering Jeffrey
Perfect.
in the engine room.
Okay.
So she's going to come in to the bridge where she notices her friends are gathered. She's going to have a little grease on her face, carrying a wrench. Just come in and go, good old Jeffrey. He must be so grateful for my help. I don't know what he did without me.
Ah, it's broken.
What are you guys talking about?
What are we talking about? Lunaris. We're talking about Lunaris.
Cool.
What are we talking about right this second?
What are we doing? What's up?
We just
guys?
sent a message to a dragon.
Oh yeah, we did
What?
just do that.
What dragon?
Our dragon friend, Balakratz. Remember the big white dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all flew.
Wait, does she remember that?
I do because he did say
Yes.
I specified one time to it. I remember
Yes.
the dragon.
Okay.
And I said, Bellatrax.
Close.
Crats.
Spellacrats.
There we go. It's a little better.
What you said? Why? What are we talking to him about?
We just wanted to see where he was and touch base, see if he could maybe help us in our fight. He's in the Frostwild.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You think he would?
I don't really think he would.
He
It's
might.
nice to know that it's a potential option.
We probably just want some gold.
I got gold. I'll give him gold. I mean, if it's gold or us all dying, and
What's he doing in the Frostwilds?
He's trying to find a new lair.
you said it sounded like he found one, right?
Sounds like
Killed
it,
some
yes.
wild people.
Well, if he's got a lair, he's gonna want to put gold in it. Once he gets all settled in, he'll probably be looking for an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
don't know.
guys are smart. That was a smart thing to do.
So here's the thing.
My campaign's about to go off rails.
I'm just watching the ship, just following this nice, neat path, and I can see it just starting to veer off.
Everybody's like, what's happening? Oh my god.
You were saying?
Should we go find him? No, we shouldn't go find him. Never mind.
No.
What were you doing?
Let's get a bounty first.
Oh, just very mechanical engineering type things.
Oh, it's super broken.
You getting good at it?
Yeah, real good. Yeah, I think.
We're going down!
Yeah, I think I'm really starting to learn the trick of these thunder engines.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You think you could like
Score.
repair one if need be? That's maybe a little more advanced.
Yeah. No, probably. I mean,
I will say, with the amount of studying that you have been doing in the space and the jargon that they've been throwing around, general repair of a damaged thunder engine calls for magical ability. It calls on someone being able to cast magic.
I would be able to do it, like, say, if Nesta was with me. You gotta be able to magic it.
But you could like guide her.
Yeah,
Nice.
I could.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's cool.
Always
is
give me
cool.
more
So Frognan too, right?
Frogman too, yeah, for sure.
Kylus.
Or Kylus does magic.
Oh yeah, for sure, Kylus, yeah. I don't think he'd be that interested in it, but he'd be able to do it. Anybody who can magic stuff.
I can kind of magic.
Yeah?
A little bit. Been known to.
Well, you know, if
And I reach out and I go, and cast light on you.
Light up the
Rudolph
wrench.
the Red-Nosed.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Episode title.
So you guys think we're ready for this this whole beholder thing?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No, we're gonna fucking kill this thing. It's gonna be great.
I mean, yeah. We are.
But I think we got a chance. We took on a giant bull creature and a fucking giant bull machine.
Yeah, we were pretty weak then, though. That thing almost killed us all.
Oh, we did have basically a god walking among us.
Wait,
Speak
what's
for
happened?
yourselves.
When
Because some
Daggledoria
of us hid and
helped
didn't participate in most of the fight.
killed the
Hey,
giant
I did
mechanical
more damage than
monster.
Giant mechanical monster.
Friend,
Is this another?
Fuck.
This is another one of those things. All right. So I tell her the story of what happened.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, not the part with all of us getting the ever-living shit kicked out of us before Daggledoria had to save us, but I mean, the idea was awesome.
Well, we won in the end, right? So that's
We sure did.
great. Wish I remembered.
And Daggledoria died right after that. That night. No, it was like an hour later. Yeah, it was like an hour
it
later.
was that evening, yeah.
You,
Well-
you don't remember her at all?
Daggledoria?
No, I remember Daggledoria.
Oh. This is very confusing what you do and do not remember.
You're telling me.
On top of the things you already don't remember, it's just, it's...
I don't know. You guys gotta help me come up with some kind of way to get these memories back.
Oh, I know how we're going to do it. It's easy.
What?
We're going to go kill the fucking beholder and your memories are going to come back. That's how it works, right?
Are you sure?
No. But I'm
And
not
hag.
I'm not sure.
I feel like some of those memories have nothing to do with the beholder.
All right, so you get, the handful that one lady took away from you, and then those stay away, and then you get these ones back. Like all the rest of them, which is like,
That would be great.
you 99% of your memories compared to the 1%. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
And we can fill you in on the rest of that stuff because we were there.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if I know how that works, which I may or may not.
Anyways.
Okay. No one else has anything else to do?
I do, but in the coming days.
Okay. You've got one more day
Okay.
before you land.
Then I guess that would be the next day.
Okay.
Right now?
Sure. Otherwise, we're landing.
Okay. One of the nights when I'm in the ring, I'm trying to talk to Victor again.
Get in touch
Gorgeous.
with Eve.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Join in any reindeer
Then-
games.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So, question. I've been having him put me in the bag every night.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have to happen after everyone's gone to bed.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Unless you arranged with me or separately.
Don't think I would have.
Don't get yourself killed.
Suffocate the extra dimensional space.
Rather not.
Just watch your eyes just.
He must be safely asleep by now.
Just become a bag man.
Oh my god! That'd be amazing!
Okay. Yeah, I'll pour the same bowl of water. Set it on the table. Look down into it. Alright. Well, Victor, our last chat didn't go so well. Why don't we try again?
As a mouth appears across a bump in your neck.
You are really cramping my style.
What? You do not like your hitchhiker?
I could, if he was, well, a little more forthcoming.
That seems a
Kettle
little
black.
hypocritical coming from you.
I'm aware of that. And I'd be happy to share, well, with you. If you share with me. Although you do seem to know quite a bit about me already.
Actually, you are one of the greater mysteries amongst the group. Now that I have a bit of my strength back, I look forward to diving through your brain. It wasn't something I had to do with Wolfgang.
It's funny, because I was actually thinking the same thing.
Ah, but I lack a brain. How do you dive through something with no brain?
I think you could manifest one, if you can talk to me. Just have to use a bit of magic.
And a bit of faith.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Faith is a funny thing.
Is it?
People believe in a lot of things, gods or not. But it still requires faith.
I suppose you're right. Well, why don't I put a little bit of faith in you? I have a question. What's in this vault that you want so badly?
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage. You guys are not on good standing.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
This is how I make these rolls difficult for him. Or try to.
22.
DC was
15
21.
and 17.
What a dick.
There is a particular item in there that I covet. One of dark powers. Not powers that I am particularly fond of, but necessary nonetheless.
Oh, you do have a fondness for darkness. I suppose I wouldn't mind helping you get that, assuming there's other things in the vault I might want.
Oh, there are plenty of things inside that vault that would pique your dark curiosities.
I believe we can come to an understanding then. Help each other out. Well, at least until we're in the vault. And you have what you want, and I have what I want.
And what is it you want, Kailas?
I want a lot of things, Victor.
You can't play that game with me. You start to feel something like whatever veins or tendons are somewhere attached to that brain of yours. Something starts to hook on it with like a finger. Like someone's taking something inside your wrist and bending it slightly.
Sounds terrible.
It's not painful. It's just odd and uncomfortable. You can either tell me, or we can have a battle of the minds, as it were.
Why would you go and do something like that if we're gonna be friends?
Friends don't keep secrets.
I
Tit
want...
for tat, I told you what I wanted.
Fair enough. I want what a lot of people want. It's quite simple. Power.
Do you know what is inside the vault?
I haven't the faintest clue. Otherwise I wouldn't have asked you.
And what do you think could be in there for you? Power, sure, but what kind? You don't strike me as the type to solve your problems with muscle.
I suppose the power I'm looking for is quite particular.
Let's make this interesting. You have a deal with someone. It is where you draw your powers from. A portion of it, I can tell. Why not break that deal? Sign up with me instead. We can strike up a contract. And once I safely have what I need outside of the vault, and I am on my way, we can separate that deal.
The great thing about my current deal is that there's no contract, which is quite nice. And I
Not
feel
one
like
that you've agreed upon or written, but it is present.
I suppose it is. It's more blood than anything else. Let's table that for now. Things might go south with my other deal anyways.
And Kailas, if you tell your friends, I'll let you watch yourself kill them. You don't have to be unconscious like Wolfgang was.
That's so good.
I wouldn't mind a front row seat for some of them.
We'll start with the professor first.
I do have to say this is quite enticing. But I do want a little more info. What was that spell you tried to use on me?
What spell?
What spell? The one I was able to shake off, luckily, I think.
Which was impressive on your half, I must say.
I thought we were sharing.
And what will you offer me if I tell you?
What do you want?
Names. I want your patron's name.
Names have a lot of power, Victor.
Why do you think I chose it?
All that for a spell. Doesn't sound fair.
That's your choice to make. I keep the spell then.
Fair enough. Since you want to go poking around my brain, I'd like to see if I can poke around in yours.
Be my guest.
Oh, in the conversation there.
He invited you in vampire rules.
And when I go into my meditation,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to try and take control of whatever presence Victor has inside of me.
Okay.
See if I can use him kind of how he used Wolfgang. Battle of mind.
Good thing
Or
your intelligence
control.
is as good as his.
It might not be intelligence. Could be an Arcana check.
Play-Doh.
Could be
Subtle.
sheer force of will, which is
Yeah.
charisma, right?
It's a straight intelligence check.
Great.
It's not really associated with any particular skill, so it has to just be straight intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll settle into my meditation, and I'm kind of just scanning from like top to bottom to try and find wherever his presence is lingering, and then I'm going to try and just reach out and grab it.
Okay.
Oh,
That was weird.
Hold on. 7.
7.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah.
As you start to settle in, you start to hunt and search, you find something. But the thing that retaliates back is a lot stronger than you in this category. I'm going to try and take a peek at you. The DC for both of you is a 20. That's only a 7.
Whew. Yes. Tis for tat.
While it's very sudden and abrupt, you bring up whatever shield needs to be placed there as just tendrils reach towards you, bracing against and drag off. This is a lot more fun than Wolfgang.
Speak for yourself. Do you have to be so gross?
It is part of my charm.
How's that working out for you?
Perfectly.
That's what you said.
Sleep tight, Kailas. I know I will.
Settle into the rest of my meditation.
You find restful sleep as best you can. Whatever nightmares and fears you might have showing up are yours to choose.
I literally have to roll a natural 20 for that DC.
I know.
Rise and shine! Time to work on more potions!
You are hustled away to more potion making. As anyone who is above deck at the start of day 2, it is insanely cold out there. The only person who is not entirely bothered by it is Wolfgang. And Victoria.
I have cold resistance.
You have cold resistance?
Yeah, from the staff.
Oh, that's true. You were also someone who is not bothered by it.
Wolfgang's kind of out there going.
Cold never bothered me.
Looks over at Callus and is like,
All right.
What?
Sailing
Nothing.
through the skies, Captain Avery starts to tip the ship downward. All right, we're coming to our landing spot.
Are we landing? Is that what we decided on?
Yeah, you guys were talking about like jumping off like crazy folk, but I can land this thing if you need me to.
I mean, yeah, if you can land, why would we jump off?
True. All right.
The only reason I crashed to begin with was because the engine was damaged, so
it was damaged.
you all thrill seekers, so I didn't want to
And these
deprive
are
you.
fairly safe landings?
Fairly.
It's not like someone who doesn't know what they're doing has been tampering with the engine.
Not in the slightest. Who would allow that?
Matt
Oh,
Jeffrey?
that's it.
Jeffrey sneezes. Sailing down, it kind of sinks down into this opened valley space between a large set of mountains within the area. Coasting through, you start to kind of hit some treetops before spinning around, landing, and coming to a gradual stop. A number of broken trees are laying down in this area from a previous crashing.
And the landing, Wolfgang's similarly before is kind of standing at the helm bridge
Mhm.
area, like hands on his hips, kind of weathering the crash again,
To note,
not getting fucked up from it.
for anyone who finds rest within the Frostwilds, you have to make a Constitution saving throw each night to find decent rest.
Oh,
Otherwise, you do not get your long rest.
Even if you have cold resist?
People who have cold resist or were born here have advantage on the check.
Wait,
It
advantage
is-
on the check? I just thought I
You
did.
still have to make it.
Even if I go into a temperate ring where...
If you go on a temporary ring,
Okay.
you're fine. No, if you can find an environment that removes you from said cold, or have a fire lit all night, or find yourself subterranean, this is something that Frognan hasn't had to deal with. It gets nice and warm underground.
I have a nicely insulated mobile home I could make.
That is true. That is true.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I printed it.
is it
Just in
pretty?
case we ever have combat.
within it.
Does it
Within
open?
it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the front door.
That's cool.
When I was cleaning up in here, I was like literally just like looking at it. Yeah. I made this.
Yeah, he printed it himself.
Mm.
Just as a note, it is bitingly cold out here.
When I come up on deck, I look like a Russian babushka, just like totally wrapped up, big gloves, or mittens, I should say.
Oh, I will say, Lauren, everyone gathered winter clothing.
Winter clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
I took my shirt off though, because I had winter clothing.
Good
Kylos
for
is
you.
in his regular garb.
Takes his shirt off and it's a sweater under.
Well, I think
Um,
Bobby
landing.
should be meeting us here, hopefully.
Here's open.
As popping up nearby, a bright purple and gold tent appears,
Speak of the devil.
rolling out. A sign reads, Bobby's Oasis.
Woo.
Captain Avery, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, are you wanting me to hang out in the area, or do you want me to find...
Maybe just hang out
Somewhere
for
to-
a while.
So,
I mean, it's cold out here, and we only got a certain amount of rations.
We
ain't
could hit
hunters.
Talib and maybe hang out there.
We could go back south.
we'll be a few days at least.
We won't go far.
We'll contact you when we need you.
I think the farthest we'll sail out to is Windell. Again, not very far.
We'll send you a message.
I drop 25 platinum on him
Not bad. It's not bad.
for services rendered,
Thank you kindly.
and will be rendered again soon.
Of course. If you want to keep me employed, it's going to cost a little bit more next time.
Yeah, you know the man.
Yes, I do.
We can talk about that
We can talk about that.
after we survive what's about to happen.
Yeah, don't freeze to death. Have fun.
Yeah, that's our big concern.
Mm-hmm.
Before
Goodbye,
he takes
Jeffrey.
off, I do want to find Cable. Before I do that, I want to reach out to Oz again and see if there's any updates on the prisoners.
Okay. A letter was drafted, sent out. The next day, a letter arrived. essentially denying any knowledge of any prison in Tonkton.
Chronicles doesn't have a prison at all, is what they're saying?
Yes.
That's fucking sus as hell.
All right. Oh, sorry.
No, please.
I'll find Cable after that.
One of the recruits almost died
Oh
due to the
no.
poison.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. These guys suck.
Not worthy.
Two of the other ones shrugged it off pretty well.
Okay.
You poisoned all of them?
I thought it was only one. Well done, Oz. I
Austin's
do like your
overzealous.
initiative.
He's an overachiever.
What was their day to day like? They seem like decent people.
Yes, the woman was, definitely. The other man kind of spent a good amount of his day flirting, showing off.
Deny both their requests. Bring the girl on and have her talk to Atrodane.
All right.
Baseline trust.
Mm.
You guys are gonna meet them when we get there.
I trust you implicitly. Aye, Captain.
Step
I do
over to
wanna-
Ren.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll say, you and Jeffrey, huh?
What?
That... I'm cold as shit.
Why is your face doing that? Are you alright?
Everything's pink.
Me and Jeffrey. No! No, no! No!
Okay, I just thought. Looked like there was something.
It was all about machinery. That's all I was interested in.
That is-
Not his machinery, just the general thunder engine machinery.
Okay.
Thunder down under.
Sim's just watching.
Who?
Sim.
Oh. Sim.
They left Sim behind?
No, you guys are still on the ship.
Oh. I thought we were getting
Or
to
like
the
off
pen.
the ship.
Don't breathe a word of any of that to Jeffrey. Sim.
I don't breathe.
You know what I mean.
I don't.
Come on, guys, let's go. We're here. What are we waiting for?
Give, goodbyes to Victoria that are...
Oh, Victoria's staying?
Victoria's.
Oh, yeah, she's staying. I'm bringing her down to the fucking beholder lair.
She got one shot by Victor's chain lightning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, knocked unconscious from full health.
I don't want to have an evil storyline, so let's just keep her safe while we can.
You find Cable.
I will kill you.
Hello, mate.
How you holding up on the ship here?
I'm doing well. I'm doing real well, actually. Well, since we're kind of in your employment, and it seems like we might be hanging close by, I might be taking some time with that arcane engine. See if I can't get installed into whole Snowbreaker here.
Sounds lovely. Do you really think this captain is worthy of something like that?
Yeah,
Really?
he can be a bit of an arse, but he cares about the people he cares about. When he cares about them, he really does.
Guess I didn't fall into that vein.
You haven't hung out on this ship long enough.
Fair enough. I haven't forgotten what we talked about.
Neither have I.
I do intend to grant that wish of yours, and I actually tried to make a small step in that direction recently. We tried to have Pym released from the prison.
How'd it go?
Unfortunately, it seems like Tonkton and their government is denying that Volkstrom even exists. So they wouldn't have a prisoner listed like that.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
All the more reason just to, well, rip Volkstrom out of the ground for you.
I'm all about tearing it down.
Me too.
Burn the system. Build back something better.
Exactly. I just want to give you that small update, that I am trying to make steps in the right direction for you.
I appreciate that kindness. And if I could get this arcane engine in there, maybe I can talk a bit to Avery and be like, I don't know, smooth things over for you too.
I don't try too hard.
Okay.
But if this engine does work, might be able to make a quick escape for us if we were to break a few people out.
It would move a lot faster. That's true, and we wouldn't have to take every 3 days take a break. Just go.
I'd like to see Tongton catch us.
I don't think they could.
Neither do I.
We would probably be the fastest ship in existence.
Sounds pretty good to me.
In theory. A lot of testing.
Unless the ship can teleport, but
I want to do that
something to think
so
about.
badly. New life goal. Anyways.
There are spells for that.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll know them.
You might get there one day.
I'd have to, I think, work arm in arm with someone. We'll see.
Well, last thing. All this time you're spending in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
new crew members here. If you ever find anyone that you think might be worthy to join the Obsidian Winds, send them my way. See if I can grant a wish for them and see what they might be willing to do in return.
All right.
If everyone's helping each other, well, don't need anyone else really. See you, Cable.
See you, mate.
I'll leave.
Don't freeze.
I'll try.
It's actually surprisingly nice out here. All right. Y'all hop off the ship, and it 12-point turns. Victoria gave you a kiss goodbye.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
And for the first time in a while, it's just the Obsidian Winds.
Whoa.
Let's go to this guy.
I don't like you people. Let's find someone else.
Let's go pick up an NPC.
All right, let's go talk to this NPC. That sounds great.
It's cool as shit. I want inside.
It's really quite nice. Come here,
There's
little buddy. I'll pick you up and put you under my arm.
I can't breathe.
You're fine.
Oh yeah.
heading up to the tent. You peel back the curtain, and stepping inside, it is immediately you're washed over with a wave of warmth. It is wonderfully temperate in here.
Why am I instantly sweating in your armpit hair?
That's not your sweat, big guy.
Oh God.
Prestidigitation.
And inside you're smelling different perfumes and incense that are wafting through the space. Expanding out before you is this lavishly, larger on the inside kind of environment. 2 stories to this space, an upper deck area that kind of hooks in this open U. In the center are palm trees that are growing out of that central space and an oasis of actual water in the center. Off to your right-hand side, you see this like spectral, ghost-like individual who is floating around, pouring drinks for a number of other people who are in here currently as well. Standing in front of said oasis, turning around in a lavish introduction, number of gold and silver jewelry, hair braided backwards and tied kind of just a little bit over the shoulder. A bit of a larger, heavier set man, dark skin, with this silk coat, almost like sleeved but extending back almost to a tailcoat attire. This beautiful, well-kept silk shirt, trousers, and 6-inch platform boots that puts this man probably somewhere in the 7-foot range for height.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's very attractive. Turning around, he's just, welcome to Bobby's Oasis. I will be your host, Bobby. Come on in. What can I do you for? You must be Frogman.
Yeah, hey, I called you.
My little love, come here.
Okay.
And he just comes over
Jump
briskly, picks you up, and just gives you a big ol' hug.
Hey, do you remember me?
Not in the slightest, but I do recognize your voice in my head.
Yep. That's fine.
Can I get one of those hugs too?
Of course, I am a hugger after all. And he goes around and he hugs every single one of you who will take a hug.
I'll take one.
I will not.
I'll take a hug.
You're a firm handshake kind of guy? I can do that too.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely, the pleasure is all mine. Welcome. What can I do for you all?
I think my family's all dead.
Well, that's a predicament.
That's real dampener, right?
Oh, man, I don't think that's what he was asking.
Well, I need ways to undo that.
Death?
I mean, I don't know if it's permanent. Petrified.
Petrified is doable. Death, that's tough.
Yeah.
Petrification. I think I may have something for that.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should you have the coin?
Oh, yeah. He's got lots of coin.
I knew we were gonna get along.
Are we
All right,
gonna-
come on in.
We have a couple of these potions. What?
Did I finish the third one?
No.
Okay.
Without a potion of watchful rest, you can't double up on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I have is 3 total in my inventory. Looks like. So I think you made 2, and then the one that I got from you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I think.
He flips his hand and a purple mage hand appears, takes it and brings it over. Mhm. Yes, I could duplicate that in an instant.
Oh my.
I have a potions duplicated. It's fine.
Oh.
How much?
Not for sale, honey.
No, not the whole thing.
Oh.
The potions.
Oh. For saving a family, I'll do it free.
We need a lot of it.
How much?
As many as we can get. I'm guessing from my contact, there might be like 60, 70 of them.
Are you willing to wait 2 months?
No, whatever we can do today, right now.
I can do one today.
Okay.
All right.
You don't happen to have any armor or weapons? and stuff?
Oh, honey, you are in the right place for armor and weapons. Nothing cursed, except for the ones that I've already placed curse on, but that's only upon purchase. I will remove the curse afterwards. It's fine.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you mind going back into that?
No stealing otherwise.
Like security.
Oh.
Once you purchase it, I will remove the curse and you're good to go.
Yeah, I fell for that once as a kid. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
I still
You
itch sometimes.
stole? Oh, wait, that's...
Yeah.
Who are you even talking to? Of course he stole. Look at him. Look at that shifty
It
little
didn't work
guy.
out well.
I'll get that potion duplicated. Francis, come here. Floating over is that ghost-like individual who takes it,
Be careful.
flies off. He is the most careful.
I took so
Otherwise,
much
he would be
weight.
hired here.
Yeah.
I'd send him back to the afterlife. So, anything else? Weapons, armor. Oh my gosh, I have so many things for you all. What are your preferences?
Who are those people?
Customers, patrons. They're here just having some drinks.
How are they?
Here,
Yes.
the space teleports.
So they met you here?
No, they met me elsewhere. Came with me.
They teleport with you.
Kind of like my ring.
Oh.
A ring? I should know better.
Don't.
Hmm.
If you're curious, you and I can talk about it afterwards.
It's taken me forever to get even close to it.
I have my ways.
Okay.
Do you have any...
Go ahead, love. I'm
Do you have
sorry.
anything for sneaky?
Absolutely, I have a sneaky. Nothing too nefarious, but it'll be helpful in the dark.
I think what armor, weapons, sneaky, spell scrolls.
100.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He actually doesn't have 100, but he did have a lot.
Whatever else you got, you know?
Of course, we will montage. And a shopping montage happens. We all discussed what you all purchased beforehand.
Should we, for the sake of those viewing at home,
That's true. If you guys want to know a little bit about what they've purchased, if we want to go boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
I ended up buying a spell scroll of Stone Shape, of Magic Circle, of Glyph of Warding, of Magic Mouth, of Detect Thoughts,
Look at that.
and of Knock.
More.
And I bought a Circlet of Blasting so I could
Katrina,
cast Scorching
Katrina,
Ray
Katrina.
just like him.
There you go. It's just him voguing the entire time, and magic items are flying at you.
it's a great montage.
I head straight to the armory. I'm gonna get a sentinel shield, a crystal longsword, mithril plate mail, and a scroll of protection.
From
Aberration!
Aberration. Sounds like I put that there.
Should you sell your switch sword to him?
You do have a switch sword.
Yes,
Will the professor be sad about that?
he might.
He loves having 1,000 weapons
I'll
for
just
some
give him the sword.
inexplicable reason.
I don't know entirely what Daniel has purchased. There was a lot of discussing happening, but I don't think he made anything super concrete besides potentially the boomerang shield.
What does Boomerang Shield do?
It's Captain America's shield.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. 1d6 bludgeoning damage, baby. And immediately returns to your hand. He was also looking at a Mace of Terror.
What does that do?
Which is a mace with the fear spell, basically. Right?
Essentially, yeah.
Sick.
3 times a day.
3 times a day. Extra fear effects.
I bought nothing.
Yeah.
Except a drink and probably flirted with him.
Yeah.
At least.
I bought some glamored studded leather. That way, when I shapeshift, my armor will change as well.
Yeah, whatever you deem. It will always change into clothing.
Yes.
You can't duplicate other armor, but clothing is fine.
It does
Okay.
say you can duplicate armor.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's the appearance of armor.
It's the
right?
appearance, yeah. If anyone were to examine it, it would feel like studded leather.
Like their hand would go through like a
Exactly.
on plate.
Yeah.
And for sneaky sneakies, I got the Rogue's Mantle, which grants me extra dark vision, move in shadows, and willful enmity.
And you get
Enmity.
an extra spell you can cast, and you can teleport while you're in darkness.
Yay.
Or dim light.
Which we're about to be in a lot of.
Yes,
Yep.
that's my-
Underground.
In fact, all of it.
I purchased the Plate of Knight's Fellowship, which essentially lets me summon a knight.
Cool.
And it's plate, so it's more AC. But,
I am Baron Humvert von Gigigen.
nope, that's not his name.
That's definitely his name.
We all bought a bunch of healing
That's-
potions,
Oh, that's right.
That's
Regular healing?
a call out to
Regular.
the cat returns.
Regular.
regular healing potions, and I bought a rope of mending, which can be cut into many pieces and then put back together. Charlie Bronson had it in his movies.
Oh my gosh.
It was a fantastic montage.
Fantastic customers. I do appreciate you all very much.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Oh,
2 potions are brought back to you. The original one and then the
that's how math works.
Yep.
Um,
That's the thing about a duplicator. You
Yeah.
need the original one first.
Potions plus the original. Thank you.
yeah. So question for you. I know you don't know too much, but when's the last time you've spent time around here?
How old are you now?
I'm 47, I think.
When was the last time I was... Wait, you saw me when you were young.
I was wee little.
Probably 28 years.
Oh. Okay.
I don't revisit places very often.
Have you heard of a thing called a beholder?
Yes.
I
Do you
think
know how
we're
to
gonna
kill one?
Kill one.
Yes.
How?
Hit it really hard, really fast.
Okay.
Don't look it in the eyes, or at least don't get in its eyesight, which is very hard to do.
I've heard there's lots of eyes.
Lots, at least, what is it, 11?
We saw a weird vision with like a big middle eye and smaller side eyes.
That's a beholder.
So what's the trick?
Bombastic.
I was just
Surround.
Surround.
Surround and plan for it to run away. Most likely we'll try.
It's gonna run away. How do you? What's good against it? Do we hold it down by force? Do we cut off its nimbleness? Do we?
It's what?
nimbleness. You know, make it so that you can't be agile.
Its ability
Oh.
to evade.
Now, they aren't very fast. Their main benefit is that they're a floater. You know,
Yeah.
they can just fly wherever they want to go. And they build their spaces in according to that. You're going to be dealing with a lot of problems on the ground. You're going to be dealing with a lot of pitfalls and traps, okay? And they've planned for every occurrence. They have planned for this person to be talking to you right now about a beholder.
Have you heard of them being able to control things that they petrify?
That's a new one. I do know they have a petrification beam. One of the eyes. Your stone. Controlling them afterwards, that's unusual. But beholders are known to adapt and create bizarre and unique abilities the older they get.
So some
They
magic
are creatures of thoughts and
real.
desires and wishes. They can manifest a reality for themselves if they worry about it long enough.
So let's say that everyone I've ever known and loved is not in control of themselves, and they're gonna try to attack us when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
How do we avoid them and beeline it straight for this beholder?
Well, there's a lot of variables there, honey. Try to not be seen. Stealth, quiet.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
You're now good at it. I imagine you're expert at it. That's a problem. But, if you don't want to stealth it, book it. Run fast and hope you're faster than them.
So maybe we load him up with some speed magic and have him be the distractor and sprint through while the rest of us stealth it?
Potentially. Again, I don't entirely know what you're dealing with here.
I don't either.
Moving statues.
Can we cast a spell like Pass Without a Trace?
I mean, I've heard of spells that make you sneakier, but that's not part of my wheelhouse.
You're talking of some primordial magic there, honey. Not a lot of arcane casters get access to that type of stuff. You're thinking beings of nature, druids, things like that.
Druids.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any? Are there any here?
Out here? Probably, but none that I personally know. No.
Do stone things, how do they see? Do you know?
Magic, I assume.
Like, would invisibility work on something like that?
It's possible. Again, you're dealing with something that's now outside of my expertise. I haven't exactly encountered living stones
You seem
beyond.
pretty smart, though.
I dealt with earth elementals, but that's about it. I don't think that's what you're... Well, it could be. Again, a lot of variables. I haven't seen the thing.
Okay. Oh, God, I wish I could just stay here.
Me
It is
too.
cozy.
If we survive this thing, does it take you energy to come back and pick us up?
It does,
Okay.
unfortunately. Though, I did hear a fancy airship out there.
Yeah, it's not as fun up there. It seems like it'd be more fun in here.
It is usually a party.
Okay, well maybe next time we need to resupply, we could do it in more leisurely terms and then hang out here for a couple of days.
Of course, and now that I know I have prospective shoppers, I can start pulling out the big guns, potentially. Really bust out some powerful magic for you all.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Maybe a drink before we go?
Always. You're not leaving without one.
Or 3.
Drinks appearing for all of you.
Non-alcoholic, please.
A pint of milk.
Oh.
Mother's milk.
No.
Can I have a hot cocoa?
Absolutely, honey. Whiskey?
Whiskey as well.
Really?
Do you prefer my hard stuff?
I bet.
I'll take something fruity.
Yes, honey.
Do we really have to go kill a beholder? I mean, this seems much better.
Yeah, I gotta.
Family's important.
We do have to do this.
For many, many reasons.
At least 2.
Definitely do.
To killing a beholder.
For 2 reasons.
It's better than one.
Prestidigitation.
Milk? Take your milk?
He doesn't want mother's milk.
Yeah.
If it was regular milk, it'd be fine.
It doesn't want me known as the milk boy.
Milk boy!
They call me the milkman. I'm the milkman. I get my milk where I can. You cross my path, I'll milk you dry.
What is happening right now?
He's combining over the garden wall.
With whatever the fuck this was.
Awful.
Anyways,
Awful.
now that I'm
Absolutely
terrified.
Well, I'm not going to say you have to leave. You can hang out here however long you need to.
We have to leave.
All right. Well, I appreciate you all coming by. If you ever bump into anyone, let them know. Bobby's Oasis is always open. Next time, jump into the water. It's very refreshing.
Water.
Thanks, Bobby.
Kind of walk by and go.
Oh.
Like a hot tub.
I don't want to be wet
situation.
and then go into
No,
the
you're right. That
cold.
would be awful.
Kind of.
Kind of. It's almost like a perfectly heated mineral bath.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gonna be such a reward if we find him after.
Kyle starts
How
buttoning his
long are
shirt
you
back
gonna
up.
be in there?
Well, it's less than a day's travel to get to where I know,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go deeper for some amount of time.
Boys, how soon do you have to leave? They're just like deep in their drinks right now. They're like, where am I? we can hang out for a little while. I can't guarantee how long I'll be here, but a couple days at the very least.
Okay.
We'll hang out here.
I'll try to.
Mend your wounds when you come back.
If I'm at the end of the day and I have some energy, I'll try to send you an update.
What time? I need to be outside the tent to receive it.
Oh. I don't know. The time's kind of weird underground.
I'll step outside every once in a while.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's been lovely. I'll see you when I get back.
He winks at you.
Thanks for
All right.
back.
Go on. Don't die.
Go on.
Put those items to good use.
Thanks, Bobby.
Kind of start to walk and I go, and another.
Just refills it. Thor style. You step out of the warm interior into the biting cold once
I agree.
more.
It was a little oppressively hot in there.
That is not what that shiver was about, Wolfgang.
Sure it was.
No.
All right.
Do you remember where you saw me the first time?
So, kind of looking around, I imagine I can figure out where we were crashed.
Mm-hmm.
We were crashed over there.
I'll probably remember a little bit, right?
Okay.
Like where we came out of, where Dark and I came out of.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
Does Professor have any...
The professor wasn't there.
He was never up here.
He doesn't just
No
know
keen
the
mind on
area?
this moment, no.
So we were there.
Tactical.
We saw you over
investigation
there.
on the area.
That's as much as I know.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the area, so...
I know. I'm sure I can figure it out. It's just that was my first time ever being on the surface ever. You know when you go through major moments.
I can find the path.
Mm-hmm.
I can find the path, guys!
I don't know what that means.
Ah! It's part of my sigil.
Okay.
All right. Can you explain that
I've
to
never
us?
used it before, but apparently I can find the shortest, most direct physical route to a location.
Okay,
Do you have
so
to know the location?
if I just tell you Hovel Hollow, is that enough, or do you have to have been there?
I think all you need to know is the name of the place.
It's a specific fixed location that you are familiar with on the same plane of existence. If you name a destination on another plane of existence,
No, it's not a different
moves,
plane.
no, it says I have to be familiar. with
Familiar with it. I mean, what's familiar?
What is familiar? Also, it only lasts for a minute.
But I mean, we're pretty close. If I just saw the direction.
That away.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
up to you.
Well, let's see if we can find it organically, and then.
Okay.
I like the spirit, though.
I thought it would just,
I say you just try it.
No,
Let's go for it.
I mean,
but I'm not familiar with it.
just say it.
give it a try.
Just try.
I've
Yeah.
described a couple things about it to you.
just do it. Here, I'll warm up your mittens, and you just get to work.
I think we can just go this
I'll cast
way.
prestidigitation on your mittens so they're
What?
warm.
Ooh, I've been here before.
You
Do
feel
that this whole
confident?
time?
Yeah, yes, I
I
can.
mean, I would be confident, right?
I'll warm up her boots next.
Are
well,
you?
it's snow and stuff, but I know where we came out of.
Imagine you went to the city to go see a show. You saw the show, you stepped out of the theater, and you didn't go back for 3 months.
I have a.
Do you think you'd be able to
photographic
find
memory.
that theater again without assistance?
Professor does.
It'd be
If you
difficult.
do.
It'd be tough.
Could I investigation check?
Sure. You can investigation or survival.
Investigation check, please.
Okay, the DC
With-
is higher with investigation.
With advantage because Ranguin's helping.
Sure.
Yeah.
Investigation check, please.
Yeah.
Triple advantage, please.
Nope.
14. Not terrible, but not great.
14. You start to carve a path forward, hoping to find what it is you might be looking for. You start to head into covering brush and large birch and pine trees in this area. The snow crunching underneath you. You walk maybe about 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Do we know where we're going?
20 minutes,
Oh,
25.
I don't know.
finding things in the snow is incredibly difficult.
I'll try to find the path just to see.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to call for a spell check.
Okay.
You earned some
because
more
you
warm
aren't
things.
technically familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
What level spell is Find the Path?
6th level divination.
I'm going to say the DC is 16. So D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
With guidance.
It is a check.
Nice. That's good.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I was like...
26.
26. You feel that burn. The professor kind of clutches his chest as well. And a jagged line of arcane energy begins to crack through the snow.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Turns hard left. A little ways back where you came, but off to the diagonal a little bit more.
It also tells me how far it is.
Oh, it's probably an hour's walk from here.
Okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Thank you.
Following
Woo.
along. It lasts a minute, or casting time is a minute?
Oh, casting time's a minute.
Yeah.
Duration is a day.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, a minute of
Yeah.
finding the path is
Yeah.
not very useful. Yeah. I was like,
You're right.
full sprint!
You're right, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
casting time is
I was
a
like,
minute.
6th level spell, that's garbage. Why
Yeah.
did I do that?
That's great.
Yeah, so
Hey.
the path continues forward, carving out this arcane line appearing only before you. You are the only one who can see this.
Did it
So-
work?
It worked.
Do you smell it?
No.
Oh, I thought you, like, sniffed out the...
No, I see it.
Well, then go!
Let's go.
All right. Well done. Now we're not trudging without purpose now.
Traveling along, you come across to a large mountainous wall with a opening cave, and that arcane crack is carving down into said cave.
Okay, I think I know where we are now.
Does anyone need dark vision? Bing.
Might as well give it
Oh,
to
yeah.
all of us, because
Should
yours
you
is
do
the
300
best.
feet of dark vision, maybe?
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
So before we go down, I've said it in passing to some people. If you see any statues the size of deep gnomes, those are people I've known and loved my entire life. If we harm those statues, even if they attack us, we are destroying my family. Anything we can do to avoid that is of utmost importance. I've specifically studied spells for today that can help us avoid. So if we get closer, come to me. I'll make you go faster. If we need to be invisible, come to me. I'll turn you invisible. If you need me to teleport you somewhere, come to me. I will teleport you. I know some of you can already fly. I know some of you can climb on walls. Anything that we can do to avoid confrontation with any mobile statues that will make or break me. So
If we get to a point where it narrows, I can throw a wall up that they'd have to, well, get through.
okay.
So it could buy us some time to escape.
Before we head down, I think maybe we should look around to see if there's any traps, because if the beholder's gotten here, then we should be very careful as we move along and pay very close attention to where we're stepping.
Yeah, you're the nimble one. Do you want to take lead?
Sure.
So, to that point, I think we need to have a game plan discussion here about what we're about to do, what we're going to see, and how we're going to get there.
Slowly, quietly, with you in the back.
That is almost exactly what I was going to say.
I can get us to Hovel Hollow,
Okay,
but I know we have to go deeper.
so my thoughts. Rangwin's in front. What do you think, 20 feet?
I'd like to follow fairly close behind,
Okay. You behind,
and then we
Right.
signal for everyone else.
Professor and I in the rear,
I'll be in the
Nesta,
middle.
Kylus in the middle. We stay close, we stay quiet, no bullshitting, no fucking around. This is serious. Last time we went through a cave system, we were being pursued. We were in a hurry. This time we're not. This time we're the ones hunting. So we need to be smart, and we need to be quick.
Yeah. On that, I know there's also a lot of other dangers in here. I'm not saying do not engage anything, right? Specifically, statues do not engage. But there are monstrosities. There are gigantic insects, bigger than those that we faced the first days that we were together. We need to be ready to pack some power too.
Kind of like
Sounds lovely already.
I
Press
traveled.
the digitation.
I traveled here with Darik, and if we stay quiet and we move slowly, we can avoid some of that.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take me to put my armor on?
I believe it takes 5. I think it takes.
Full plate. I think
Full
it's
It's
plate's
full
like
plates
10
10
or
minutes to
something.
put on. I believe it's 5 minutes to take off though.
Something like
I mean, I'd still have it on me,
You
so
can
I'm sure I'd
you
clanky
can cut
clank
the
anyways.
you can cut the time in half by getting help.
Mhm.
If
It-
someone assists you in taking
Professor
off
also
the
has
armor.
full plate?
Yes.
Never mind. I'm gonna take it off and go for the sneaky sneak, but
I have plate now too.
Yeah, but
But
yours
you're
isn't.
myth-
Oh, that's right, it's
jeopardize
sneaky.
no disadvantage.
True. Speaking of which,
That's why it's
I'm going to give you my advantage that I have just as a bonus
for initiative.
for initiative.
sick.
Because her shield now gives her permanent advantage, so now you also get permanent advantage basically until she decides not to.
You can just give advantage out.
Yeah, I can choose whoever
Because
gets
of
It's her blessing.
Twilight Sanctuary or Twilight Cleric.
That's awesome.
That's why she's been getting such high initiative rolls. Is because we've just defaulted it to her every single time,
Oh, fucking A.
unless she specified otherwise.
So now it's defaulted to you.
Yeah.
Sick.
Fucking
So
A.
at the end of every fight, you will just always assume you have advantage before going into initiative, unless she selects someone else.
Okay. We know what we're doing. Wait, is Professor rocking the slippers of spider climb? Is that what, or the
He
boots?
does have those.
He does have
Okay.
them on, yeah.
Just making
I
sure.
don't see any reason for him to not be wearing them
No.
with. We'll have to see when we look at attunement-based items.
I've also been practicing quite a bit with my winged boots while we were on the airship, so I'm gonna kind of just hover. Like I'm gonna almost like look like I take a step, like a foot off the ground.
It'll be 4 hours cumulative on those boots.
How far are we from Hobble Hollow-ish right now?
At this point, it's probably a couple hours.
Okay. When we get closer to like 15 minutes worth, I'd like to pause and start buffing some people up with things.
Let's go.
I do just want to check this first area to see if there is anything nefarious, any traps or any.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. 20, not dirty.
Okay. Utilizing some of your boots a bit, clicking up, you kind of check the top, float on down, check the sides. It is in this moment, with the robes behind you, your fey elements about you, it really does give that sensation of a fairy with her flight now.
Oh, she was a fairy.
Checking, you feel very confident. There's nothing nefarious or deadly awaiting you at this entrance.
Okay, so I'll click my boots off and.
As she's scouting, I'll also up detect magic,
Okay.
just in case.
Ritual cast?
Ritual.
Okay. All right.
Carefully and slowly we will venture forth.
Preps ready? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You descend into the cave. And that is where we are going to go to break.
Yep.
Yup. All right. Shit has begun.
Into the deep dark, down deep dark.
Dark down, deep.
Sure.
Deep
I
dark.
change it every single time I say it. Well,
Into the thick of it.
we will see you all here in a few moments.
Woo.
Bye!
One of us is gonna die down here.
Maybe.
And Shenanigans.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed, the shenanigans will begin.
He's way too ready for this.
He's like smug about
I know,
it, kind of.
yeah.
It's a little annoying.
It's not smug. I'm just excited.
I'm just excited.
Just excited to share all the trauma I've built for you.
I'm
I'm just a piece of shit.
I'm just.
Oh. You're sticking to my nerves today,
Dominic,
Tom.
I love you.
I know, I love
You're
you
a very
too.
talented DM and a good friend of mine.
Can't wait to shatter your family.
I'm just for the next couple of weeks going to be your nemesis.
For the record, we're gonna shatter his family.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well,
I cast Shatter.
I'm not a hero, so.
Who haven't you offended today?
Anyways,
Anyway,
let's play some D&D.
about an hour and a half. It's gonna.
as you all begin to descend downwards, subterranean, ever so slowly. An hour passes, and the only sound that accompanies you is the echoes of the footfalls beneath you. Start to get close to about 15 minutes out of Hovel Hollow, as the cavern mouth itself does begin to widen quite a bit.
Pause us. Okay.
This is it. Mind you, we will be whispering while talking at normal volumes.
Yeah.
Yep, this is it.
That's a whisper!
This is how I whisper.
That's a great frog name.
Just gotta do that, and it's a great
Yeah.
fun, man.
Okay, so
Okay. You're not engaged, right?
Totally.
You're already pretty fast. You can fly. You can fly
For a minute.
for a minute. So I'm gonna cast Long Strider on each of you, and I do so. So 2 Long Striders. Sorry, not you. Professor.
Prof.
Not you, but the empty chair next to you.
No.
Fine.
Not you. So Long Strider on the 2 land folk.
So the plan is from here, are we looking for something in town?
I thought we were skipping town.
I think the plan is to get through Hovel Hollow as quickly and stealthily as possible.
There's no way around? That would be too convenient.
No, I mean, again, I haven't explored much. I know the town very well, but from what I was talking to Ilmirna about, my mentor, I've talked to you about her. It seems like the town is, I was gonna say a ghost town, but worse. It's a town of stone right now.
Okay.
So, if there's anything particular that you think we need, maybe the 2 of us sneak in, sneak out, unseen. But I think it might be wise to just skate through and come back when we have good news for them.
Let's go. Real quick. I can't see anything.
You can.
Doesn't that
Should
only
give you
last an
dark
hour? Doesn't your thing only last an hour?
Oh, yeah, maybe. If you wanted to save it,
Because, like,
It does only last an
I'm-
hour.
if you want to save it until now, because he knew
Yeah.
how long it would take to get there. Yeah.
so, if I may, we're in the Underdark. Are there subterranean bioluminescence?
The further down you go.
Yeah.
Have we encountered any thus far?
Currently, no.
Okay. So it is, for all intents and purposes, pitch black?
Yes. No light is making its way down here by this point
Like,
of your journey.
can't even see.
Nope.
Okay.
Lovely.
You don't see the difference.
Yes. I've been in bottom of caverns before. It's fucking freaky.
It's, yep.
When they turn the lights off.
Absolute
I do
dark.
have
Mhm.
the light spell. Once
So do
you-
I.
Yeah.
No,
But
no,
I'm trying to keep us low key.
Only if we go hot, right?
And do you? How many times a day can you do that dark vision thing?
Once.
Yeah, why don't we not have done that in the beginning?
Yeah. I think this town is the minefield. If we can make it through this town safely, then any foes that we might have to face, the likelihood of them being people that we need to avoid is significantly decreased.
Okay.
Question for you, Shenanigans. Is there a place where your people would seek cover, shelter, or a place most of them would move to in
Yeah.
the event of an attack?
Yeah, we have a village hall type of room. There's ruins, and again, if I say anything wrong, correct me. 'Cause I know some of what I'm talking about.
Making it up as we go.
Yeah. There's the village that you'll see. It's built into ruins that I've never been able to identify, and so you'll see some pre-existing structures that we've never utilized, and you'll see a lot that we've built upon and built into. We do have a longhouse of sorts where we would have village meetings, and is our inner sanctum, so to speak.
In an emergency, the town would go there.
That's where we would.
It would be the most defendable space.
So there's either survivors there, or that's where the majority of them are.
I think that's where the most danger would be.
I think we avoid that place like
Exactly.
the plague.
I have a feeling, and I don't want to see it if it's the case, that my sister and mother might be there. And I don't want to face them until they're them again.
You have 4 potions. You have the ability to make someone invisible.
Yeah, I do, and I can.
I mean, what's to stop Renguin from... What's to stop you from finding your mother, your sister, and bringing them out?
We were told not to trust the
Exactly,
statues.
the mind control. I'm worried that as long as this beholder lives, whether they're stone or whether they're flesh, their minds might not be their own.
One idea I did want to throw out there. If this creature is following a pattern, which they might, I seem to like to employ or enslave your people. What if they're not here at all? What if they're not stone at all? What if they're with the beholder, working, and these are fake statues?
That might be, but is there any logical way that we can use that information to our advantage right now?
Not without testing it on one of the statues.
And I don't think that's worth it. What I think is we find Elmirna. I've told you my family has some innate magic, but she's the one that taught me how to use my mind. She may not be the strongest woman I know. That would be my mother. But I'll be damned if she's not the smartest.
Okay,
Let's find her then.
let's go slow. Let's go very, very quiet.
Avoid the hall.
Yeah.
I'll take them through the outskirts to where we do a lot of the mushroom farming.
Okay.
And I'll try to skate through some of those garden mushroomy areas.
All right.
Question. There. No, I couldn't see anything on the entire walk down, could I?
Nope.
And I probably wasn't casting light because I don't want to alert anything.
It's up to you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
Okay.
If. Nah, never mind. But let's say.
Hypothetically.
Well, I'm just trying to think of how I could cushion my armor to make it less clangy, so to
Okay.
mitigate the disadvantage. And I was like, oh, if there's foliage and stuff, I could like underneath the.
I mean, you can also look through any
Stuff
equipment that you
moss
have
in your
on.
armor.
I have like, I'm
Bed
sure I have like a
rolls,
bedroll and a
mhm,
blanket.
pillow.
But would that mitigate my disadvantage if I spent?
I could give you Cat's Grace, so you'd have advantage on dexterity checks.
That would
For an hour.
If you upcast that to level 3, you can do it on Professor and Wolfgang.
Straight rolls.
That would work. Let's fucking go. Anything to mitigate the disadvantage we're both getting.
Enhance ability is an awesome spell.
Okay, I'll do that for the 2 of them.
For sneaking through.
Mhm.
And dark
Upcasting.
sneaking through.
Yeah, this seems very worth it. You burn a spot for that.
I'm going to cast non-detection on Kylus for no particular reason.
Good track.
And I'm also going to cast Fly on myself. And I'm going to... I imagine I'm quieter in the air than I am on ground, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's part of why stealth checks need to happen when you're on the ground. It's the sound your feet
Would you
make.
say it gives advantage?
No, it's not written into the spell.
Yeah. But I will cast Fly on myself, and while Rangwin does her scouting, either on ground or using her boots or whatever, I'm going to be scouting in the skies.
Okay. All right. Hugging closer towards one of the edges of the walls, you guys begin to creep off to the side. Are you using your channel divinity to give everyone within the area? It's 300 feet. Okay. Immediately starting to hug against this edge of the wall, and as that Twilight Sanctuary kicks in, highlighting the rest of the space, a couple of you immediately see two statues nearby. Just
Oh my god. How close to us?
maybe 35 feet away.
Do they look like they're running from anything?
They actually look like they're facing each other.
Are they deep gnomes?
Mm-hmm. Two deep gnomes currently looking at each other.
They're totally still.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna ask this about pretty much every statue we face, so feel free to just give me only if it's totally pertinent.
Mm-hmm.
But important people in my life, yes or no?
No.
Okay. I mean, obviously they're all important.
Named
We can't kill any of
NPCs.
them.
Yeah, people that we've discussed in my backstory.
I would like everyone present to make stealth checks.
I'm gonna use Svefnev and Camouflage.
Alright. Rolling for the professor, straight roll.
You can't guidance because you're enhance ability.
No,
They're
you're
both, they're both concentration. 12,
15.
15.
23.
12.
Nice.
18.
Okay.
A flying 25.
All right. Doing pretty well. You guys hug up against the wall, you floating up against it, and you all slowly begin to creep along the two statues standing there. One.
Oh my god, it's like Doctor
Does
Who.
it see somebody?
Just seemed to move.
The statues move.
I hate this.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I hate this so
In
much.
that instant, you hold your breath
Typo.
and then continue to scooch along.
Oh my god.
Just thinking to myself, that's two we've saved.
Scooching forward. As you're still watching, you turn to continue forward, and 5 are looking up.
Oh my god.
And they start walking away from you all. Just not fast, but the inertia behind them, it seems driven from the front. Like there's nothing carrying them from
I
behind.
hate that so
Pulling
much.
them.
Yes.
The little sound effect of them walking you do was really good.
Thank you.
Sounded really good.
Yeah, can you be a worse DM, please?
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky.
We're all like,
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck.
Being
there.
being drawn away from you in that moment, you continue moving along the
I'm
edges.
really glad I have a good imagination. This is amazing.
You start to walk, and a home is nearby. This ruined space that Frognan had mentioned, you're starting to notice the buildings that are roughly within this area are haphazardly built with a bit of worked stone, but the bits of ruin that are there are almost like smooth, polished black rock that almost kind of grow out of the ground, branching upwards, and then essentially hovelled together is the remainder of the home. Parts that were beaten away, something was expanded upon it. And you come up to a building that connects directly to the wall. You can either go over or around, but your edge of the wall ends.
So we're at the edge of the wall. We can go over. How thick is this wall?
It's a building.
Okay.
You
So we can go through the building.
Yeah, there's no door. There is like a small window. Actually, it's not going to be that high up. It'd be a small window closer to like your chest. Peeking inside. Whoever wants to peek inside.
I'll peek inside.
As
I'll be
you,
in front.
What type of building is this?
it was this side of the building it's residential.
Okay.
This is the part that was like more stone that was carved together. Part of the reason why you built off of this is because you didn't really have an ability to break the material that were the original runes here. So you had to build around them. Looking into the window, you see, just looking around, definitely a scuffle happened in this space. Sheets are kind of tossed onto the ground, plates are broken on the ground, but over in the corner is a dining table, and there are two statues sitting in the chairs facing each other with broken plates in front of them.
I can't see that. Never mind. I'm over
well,
it now.
I'll call you over, and then I'll kind of lift you up onto my shoulder so you can see.
I mean, you're
If that's-
flying,
Oh, you're flying.
Yeah.
That's right.
so you could just kind of float over.
Yeah, I'll send message to everyone saying over, not through.
One of the statues takes a cup and slides it over. Almost like they're playing house.
Does he recognize any of them?
You recognize them. They aren't people who you... Hi, Bill. Hi, Ted. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted?
It's an excellent adventure.
Yeah.
Rufus, where's he?
Further down.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely over, not through.
Right.
Knowing that a lot of us have climbing capabilities, and you have climbing capability.
Now,
and
you
he
can
has
climb
climbing
over or you can
capability.
go around the building. The building does end eventually. So you've been kind of skirting along the edge of this cavern wall. The building is built into the wall. It ends there, but the building ends around this way if you wanted to go around the house itself. Or you can go
I
over.
think
You can do
over
both.
closer to the perimeter is going to be safer.
Okay.
So, and knowing that we have multiple people that have either flying or climbing capabilities specifically.
How tall is this building?
It's not terribly tall. It's maybe 10 feet high.
Yeah,
I mean, you have gloves of climbing.
I do.
Yeah.
I just...
Yes. I do still need athletics checks from anyone who doesn't have a climbing speed.
I'm flying.
Then you're fine.
Your gloves of climbing mean you're not slower when you climb?
I'm going to say since the professor has the boots on, the slipper boots, he's just going to walk up along the wall.
17.
17, you're good.
Athletics?
Yes.
Plus 5.
Yeah, so you still have to roll, but you get a plus
19,
5.
not bad. Oh, Nessa, you don't have to.
No?
You have
Gloves
She
of
has-
climbing gloves, right?
Yeah, climbing gloves, it says that climbing does not decrease her speed, and she has a plus 5 to any checks for climbing.
Okay. Okay, then
So add 5
then
to
yeah.
athletics.
add 5 to the athletics check with this.
That's really good.
16.
16, yeah, you guys are fine. You climb up to the top, move away along, hopping back down. Branching before you, you see more of that fungal mushroom grove before you. It begins to curve off to the side, and you see a number of them spaced out in the field, hunkered over, like as if they're reaching for mushrooms and stopped.
So Elmina's hut is on the outskirts. Is it on this side of the outskirts?
It is on the side.
How much of a detour would it be to go to her hut?
Not terribly.
Should
There's
go somewhere else.
So she's somewhere else, but her hut might have some, I don't know. I mean,
Goodies.
she's the one that taught me everything. So.
Okay.
Um,
The fungal fields that are here, it kind of curves off to the right-hand side. That would lead closer to her hut. If you were to head at a bit of a diagonal or just go past that opening, you're going to start heading more downhill. You'll be heading away from the village further into the dark.
yeah, so let's skirt around to her hut for a quick pit stop. before
Okay.
we-
Skirting around, this is a new area. I want another set of stealth checks.
Swerve Neblin camouflage!
Nice. 18 for the prof.
6.
6.
Was it a nat one?
25.
Oh, 6.
Oh.
25.
19.
19.
16.
16.
22.
22. Okay.
Group success.
Group's doing pretty well.
Don't fuck this up.
Scooting along the edge.
If anyone's gonna, it's gonna be me.
There's a moment where, inching along, Wolfgang. You clip some sort of stone underneath your heel and you roll, catching yourself on the wall. The echo of metal, and all of them and start just walking around nervously, and then
I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
This is the worst place.
We're in the bad place.
We're in the bad place.
Another ratio.
heading around to the side. It starts to narrow within this space. You're moving away from this large cavern into more narrow walkways. You start to file in. I'm assuming same marching order.
Yeah,
Okay.
Except that I'm flying over instead.
Okay. Anyone who wants to stay in the air. I would say around this point, just anyone who's clocking flight, it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Moving forward. It winds a little bit, narrows down. It starts to get really skinny. Some of you have to scooch along through, popping through the other side. Not too terrible, though. And then off in the distance, you do start to see that glow of a mushroom and a bit of bioluminescent moss is growing nearby. Etched into the stone are kind of haphazardly chiseled steps, and a small hut is off in the distance.
Maybe everyone hangs here, Ranguin, you and me?
Yeah.
Be safe. You
Right.
need anything, you know how to get to us.
Yeah.
Ranguin, do your little mind thing. Where you can, connect to us.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes? The thing where you can talk to my mind.
I'm doing it right now.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll.
How many people can you connect
It's
to?
oh my gosh, I didn't even
Here.
get out any
What
of
do you need?
those.
What do you need? I
It's
got
a
it.
4, right?
need
It's a
pyramids.
D4, isn't it?
I don't recall.
I think it is, yeah, that sounds right.
4 hours. Nice.
I'll do it with him and with Nesta.
Okay.
Second.
I didn't expect me. I'm the last person.
Alright. If you need anything, give us a shout. Or whatever this is.
Mind shout.
Mind shout.
As that connection hits, you feel that thumb. Moving along.
I feel the thumb.
That was the thumb.
Thumb.
You too.
With this.
I built my church. I would like stealth checks from both of you.
So how close are we to the edge of town?
At this point, you're further away from the edge of town now.
So, but knowing that we're gonna have to get back into town to keep diverting.
You'll have to be going back the same way that you just came.
So
It dead ends at this point.
logically, kind of talking mechanics,
Mhm.
it would reason to say I'll probably have to do another stealth check at some point. before we
Yes,
leave town.
reasonably.
Okay, I will not do a Swerfnebling camouflage.
How many you
now.
get? 3?
3. Yeah, proficiency bonus.
Long rest?
Yeah, proficiency per long rest.
27.
27.
11.
11. Right. You both inch ever closer. You come up to the door, closed. There's 2 windows. One of them is currently open, and you can see what seems to be like a soft draft coming from some of the curtains that are currently blocking any sight in. But you're at the door.
Journals, books, any kind of evidence. Magic items.
Do you want to open the talk? What?
We'll assume you're whispering.
Yeah.
You can speak it.
Do you want to open the door and go in, or do you want me to try out my new cloak?
So here's the question.
Mhm.
How much am I aware that I rolled fairly poorly?
No one is aware of that type of aspect. You hide as best you can. You hope you're doing well.
Stay close behind me.
We're opening the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Opening it up. You look inside, and there is a stone individual cross-legged on the ground. a broken stone statue. And they are picking up pieces and dropping it.
This is another deep gnome?
Yep.
In Omyrna's hut.
Before it looks and lunges at you, will get an attack on you. As
Yeah.
it did notice you enter the space.
Yeah. Do I get a
Y'all right
reaction?
over there?
No, this is a surprise. You didn't know it was there, and you failed the DC 12.
Yeah.
We'll watch a horror movie with you someday.
Straight attack.
Yeah, do you not do well?
That is
I'm putting that in the list.
dirty 20.
Hits.
Okay.
You almost dove to the floor. Can't wait to watch that back.
Yeah, dude.
Did you put that in the notes?
Do right now.
That's 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Yep.
As it strikes across you, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is that for concentration or a separate one?
That's so good.
Separate.
So
Right.
good.
Okay. So white will be separate, black will be concentration. 10 on your separate one, but I do keep concentration.
You do keep concentration. As the claw renders through you, you suddenly feel yourself.
Fuck me.
Your joints are starting to lock.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Ranguin, because you were stealthy enough in that moment, you do get a chance to do something here. Before we will go into initiative.
Scream and run.
You go kill him?
Hank's gonna give it to you.
I will say with that screech, you guys were not that far away. You did hear that sudden noise.
Seems absolutely normal. Let's just keep going.
You get an opportunity to respond. This stone-worked gnome leaped at Frognan, clawing through. Frognan starts to falter backwards, but then locks up.
My initiative
And
is
it looks
9.
like he cannot move.
With advantage?
Yeah.
I'll need a reaction fast.
Okay, all right, sorry.
we move.
Okay, sorry.
It's in the moment, heat of the moment. You just gotta choose something.
I'm gonna just quickly call for Wolfgang and Nesta.
Okay.
Get over here quick.
Mm-hmm.
And
You hear it boom echo in your mind.
I'm already on the move.
Ranguin's voice.
and then I'm gonna cast Academic Anguish on the stone thing because I'm hoping that won't physically hurt them. It'll just maybe jar their mind.
Okay.
All right, so that's
What's
an
that
intelligence
throw?
saving throw of 13.
That is a 7. I fail.
Okay, great. So 1d12 of damage.
2d12.
Actually, it was worse.
2d12.
It's a 1, a dirty 1.
I have a dirty one. You guys.
8
Minus 3.
8 points of psychic damage.
8 points of damage. As it claws through, what do you say?
I say, stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
It kind of, as a bit of gravel falls out of its ear. Definitely affected it somehow. With that, we'll come into initiatives.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 9.
You only got 13.
I rolled a 1.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
I got a 4. Frogman?
13.
13. Nesta?
13.
13. Professor.
Professor.
That is a 6 for Professor. Kairos.
11.
11. Wolfgang. 9.
9.
Ranguin.
6.
6. All right. Start of the round. Frognan, you're up.
So,
At the start of your turn,
yeah, what do I got going on with me right now?
you are currently, at this moment, restrained.
I'm restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Am I restrained by something, or is it my very nature is kind of restraining me?
It feels like your joints have locked up.
Can I cast spells with somatic components right now?
No.
Well, fuck me then.
Mm-hmm.
No somatic components. Can I speak?
Conditions. Restrain.
Because you didn't connect to me mentally, right?
No.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, you're not like incapacitated or anything. You could speak.
Okay.
It's like it's a bit of a struggle to speak as you're starting to feel the rest of the joints of your body are starting to lock up at this point.
No, I get that. I do. Everything is V/S, V/S, V/S.
If only you took a feat.
Right.
Well,
next level I'm
hold on,
going
hold
to.
on.
Yeah.
Let me be honest about this.
No, lie more. I like it when you lie.
No, because all
Like
this
it when you lied to my
says
face.
is that you're restrained. It doesn't say anything about you not being able to cast spells
Okay.
with somatic components. So I will say yes, you can cast magic.
Nice. So I will just say, do not engage, and I'm going to Misty Step as far away out of the house as I can.
30 feet out.
That's my bonus action. Is there anything I can do to shake this off with my action, or to attempt,
Not
or anything?
currently. Something will happen at the end of your turn.
Okay. Then I'll also say, anti-petrify in my bag.
Unless that turns to stone too.
It's all in there. And I will cast Mold Earth to just try to build a barrier in front of the person. Just make it difficult for them to pass.
In front of them?
Yeah.
Okay. It kind of breaks through whatever wooden ground is beneath there, breaking through, creating a bit of a wall between them.
Yeah, just a cantrip, but just any way to make it difficult.
I'll say it's a bit of difficult terrain if they want to go over it.
And that's my turn.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, you got this.
Nope, I don't got this. 6.
Those of you approaching,
Question.
yes.
Before you go through with this. This is all happening in the same 6 seconds that we have our turns.
Yes. We're now in initiative. Whatever surprise
Yes.
round had happened is over.
Is it possible? I know my turn is after hers,
Mhm.
but this is all happening at the same time. Can I pull the bag off of him?
You're not close enough to him.
Okay.
He Misty stepped 30 feet towards us.
I know.
Yeah.
He's still not close enough.
Am I?
I mean, on my turn, but
30 feet away from you.
So that's, I mean, on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You watch as he disappears, appears in front of you guys, casts, and then completely turns to stone,
Including his bag?
including all of his equipment.
And he had all the potions.
Moving forward in initiative, Nesta, you're up.
Wait. Did I give you all the ones in the ring?
You had told me you did,
Okay.
or that you were going to, but we never acted that out on cam.
Yeah.
So.
I gave them to you if you asked for them.
Kylus, you're on deck.
Can I see the creature that was
All
after him?
gnomes are stoned down here. No, currently you cannot see them. The door is still slightly closed at this point.
Oh.
He didn't bust through the door. He turned into mist and escaped out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, because you do have all the basilisk things. I don't know.
I'm close to finishing another one. Literally 2 days away? Or a day?
You've been working on the additional ones. You're 2 days away. Because it's a week. It's a week's worth of time, and you're at 4 days right now.
I
Sorry
don't know what to do.
in advance for what I'm about to do.
And I shattered Frog.
I told you I was going to fucking kill
Well,
you.
I'll activate Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And,
A drink?
That whiskey's earned.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this session.
I'll summon my spiritual weapon, I guess. And I'll run towards the
Starlit
house.
sword. Running up.
but I won't go in yet.
Okay.
How close can I get to the house?
You're a little ways past Frogman. You're probably about 15 feet away.
Okay.
You have a 30 foot movement speed?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're about 15 feet away.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to send my spiritual weapon in to the house. Which is 60
Oh yeah,
feet.
because you can summon it like right up to the door. Yeah, that's fine.
And then even 20 more feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have it hold to strike against the stone.
To swing with it is a bonus action, and you already used your action to Twilight Sanctuary. To hold your action, you would have had to not use Twilight Sanctuary.
I got you. Okay, I'll summon it as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. It's there, it's present. Ringwin, you see Nessa's blade comes through the door and is present and ready. Kylos, you're up.
See statue Nand. Run up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you wouldn't know this, but it was his
It
the
clawed him.
strike
Clawed him. Yeah.
that, over the course of 2 turns, petrified me.
Well, I guess you get your wish after all. He's considered an object now, right?
He is.
Into the ring.
Into the
With
ring.
Fuck
Alright.
And the ring on the ground.
You stash Statue Nand away.
So good.
I can't come back out on this turn.
No.
So, that's my turn.
So good.
Wolfgang, you're up. You watch as it appears Kylos has stowed Frogman away inside the ring. You've seen him pull things in and out of that ring before.
Mm-hmm.
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 I can't have him getting hit now.
No, I'm glad you did that.
That's very smart. Very smart.
Really good move.
What can I do that's not destroy this thing?
You can run.
You
We
can.
might have to run.
That's what 5 told you to do.
Next turn I have something.
But would I?
His last wish before he died.
Dad.
I'm dead.
Dead.
I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm dead.
I'm dead, I'm dying.
Wolfgang. So can I see the statue over the mound of dirt that he created?
No, because that all happened inside the house.
So I can't see inside the house right now?
Not until you get in line of sight of one of those windows, or but there are currently like curtains inside that block the view.
Do I have the movement speed to get me there?
With an action dash, you would.
Fantastic.
You are long striddered.
It would get you just outside the door. It's 45 feet away from you right now.
That's not concentration, right?
It is not.
Okay.
All right.
Our only hope is to kill the balls.
Nope. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be 2 days.
Yeah, Wolfgang's
I
gonna.
might have a new character for next session.
Wolfgang's gonna hold his action.
Do you close the distance?
No.
Okay.
He
Holding
go-
action for what?
I'm gonna go 20 feet. If this statue approaches me, I will swing on it.
Okay.
I'm now. You said 45 feet to the door, which means I'm 30 feet. Theoretically, this creature is 5 feet inside. My thinking it's 5 feet inside. So it's like,
It's like 5 past the threshold, 5, and then
My
it's
goal
there.
is to be 35 feet away from the threshold, the house.
Okay.
So
That
that
works.
I can be outside of his immediate, what I would assume would be his immediate.
That is more than doable.
With holding the action of, if he. I don't even know if I want to hold my action because I don't want to kill this thing. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. The professor steps forward, pulling
Don't
out.
I have more dexterity than him?
Definitely.
Yeah, the initiative tracker doesn't account for it. So I'll
Just
cha-
saying, it's
I'll-
not a
no,
big
no,
deal.
you're right. You're right. I'll change you to a
But
seven.
it's
He's
a
not
big
even
deal.
here, dude.
Ringwin, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use my cloak.
You see this bolt of dirt kind of appear out of the ground, and it kind of pushes back this stone statued gnome
How
creature.
big is this room that we're in?
It's probably 25 by 50 feet.
25 by 50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a terribly huge room.
Are there any books or important looking things that I can grab right
Roll a
now?
perception check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
You have dark vision. It allows you to make the check, but it's at disadvantage.
We're in total
Here.
darkness.
Yes.
Check. Well, it's a
There's
nat
no light
20
down
and
here.
10.
10. Looking about, there's a couple bits of paper scattered on the ground. You don't know what they would be, though.
Okay, grab them really quick. And I
If you-
stuff them in my pockets.
Are you going to disengage at any point?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
I
No,
think
what
an
am I
attack of
doing?
opportunity.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
will take an attack of opportunity if you move
Well-
away from this creature.
I'm not moving away. I'm just going and grabbing what's near me.
They're not near
that-
you.
Oh,
what's
I thought,
what's you looked around the
within
room
grabbing
real quick.
space.
Within grabbing space, there's stone. A broken
Fine.
statue around you.
Okay, fine. Then I will use
I will
my...
say, you're a rogue. You can bonus action disengage, move, and start picking things up. That's what rogues do.
I know, but
okay.
I don't want to... I don't know if I want to do that.
Okay.
Well, I can use my cloak, right? Like, okay, fine. I'll bonus action disengage. And,
Okay.
and
She's
then
mad at you.
I am. I know. I am.
I'll take it. I did a bad thing.
I'll bonus action disengage,
boy.
and then I will try my cloak out. Can I see, like, through a window or on the other side of the
I
door?
will say to use that ability is also a bonus action.
Well, then I just want to do that.
Okay.
I can do that, right?
Yeah, if you want
Instead of
to.
disengaging.
You could run around and grab all the stuff and then teleport away.
That's
You
what I
wouldn't
want
take
to
an
do.
attack opportunity.
That's what I want to do.
Because you action disengage.
No, she
Well,
teleports away.
I teleport away with my
Oh,
cloak.
to
Yeah,
get some distance.
yeah.
Gotcha.
To
Okay.
get some
I
distance.
thought she was moving away then teleporting.
No,
Yes,
I
that's
teleport
fine.
away into a dark corner,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
I
this whole
grab.
space is dark. Yeah.
Okay, everything's dark. So I grab whatever books.
As you disappear, it kind of starts to move towards you. You just start gathering things.
Yeah, gathering things and putting them in my pockets.
Okay. Stuffing them in. You still have movement speed.
How close to the door is it?
At this angle, probably 20 feet away.
Okay, so I try to run out the door.
It is right there. You will get
Oh,
within.
it is right there.
It lunged at you guys as you entered the space. It's not blocking the door, but getting
Right
out
at the
the
entrance.
door.
Can
You could try and go out the window.
But she still has an action, right? Because she only bonus action teleported.
She had a perception check.
That was an action.
It's an action to perception check.
Okay.
Any ability check, unless you have like an extra skill that allows you to do it as a bonus action.
Let's
is
just
an
say
action.
that I teleported as far away from it as I could
Yeah, that's
in
fine.
that moment, and then I'm grabbing a lot of books. I saw the sacred weapon, the spiritual weapon come in.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming someone's coming to my rescue.
You recognize that sword. It's
Yeah.
that's the sword.
So I'm gonna grab any books or things that look important to me, and put them in my arms, and just wait for Nesta to save me.
All right.
Nice.
Seems like a Redwood move.
Moving forward, the professor kind of steps up next to you and just kind of looks around. What are we doing? We should choose something. Has a mace out and shield. Not sure entirely what to do.
Frognan said, not attack. That is what we're going to do, is not
Okay.
attack.
It is now the stone statue's turn. It will turn to you and run up to you.
Run!
Yeah, full action dash up to you. It gets right up to you, but ends its turn.
Oh, thank God.
You can tell these things are fucking slow. They're very slow.
Oh, that's nice.
He's like,
Um,
run, guys. Please run.
Nesta.
Please run. You should probably run.
It's your
Okay.
turn.
I'm gonna get up to the door, and I'm going to cast Hold Person,
Okay.
which is a Wisdom save.
Okay.
Cannot fucking believe we didn't take one
You
of the potions
bust
off
through,
of you.
looking at it, cast it, and you feel the spell connect, but it's shunted off. Fuck. This is not a regular humanoid.
Construct right now.
It's a construct right now.
Okay. Okay.
You still have your bonus action.
Bonus action. Spiritual weapon will attack.
Go ahead and roll.
Sorry, Froggy. Hope you don't like this person very much.
It's a sister.
Who was this person? To me.
Another average.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
The fact that they're in Elmirna's hut is interesting.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
And while I'm there at the door, I'll lock eyes with Ringwood and I'll say, "Run!" That'll be my turn.
Slashing across the back, chunks of rock obliterated from its back, a big dent in its torso.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it is just still shambling up to you. Kylus.
Bonus action. Reappears.
Back out, ring on.
Puts the ring back on.
You know the professor makes some fucking quippy.
Yeah.
Oh, glad you could join us, or something like
And
that.
he does just that.
I'll just blast the monster.
You currently can't see them.
It's
I
like a
can't?
There
drinking
is a
game
ha-
over here.
there is a
Every time
house
someone does-
with no visible entry point.
I thought she was at the door and it came to the door.
No, she teleported into a corner away from the creature and then waited for someone to come rescue her.
That is
The-
Jesus Christ.
oh, when you put it that
Why do you
way.
say it like that?
Sorry. The creature then moved further into the house.
Okay. With my movement, can I get to the doorway to blast them?
Yes, getting up to him puts you more than well enough. You could get through the door with your movement speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move up and
Eldritch Blast, roll to hit.
I tried.
16.
16. Deflects off of its stone.
Ooh. 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
We did try, but he did that to you.
I
18.
can't respond.
18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Spotlight's on you.
Oh,
How do you kill my friend?
oh my god.
Just steps under the door and doesn't even draw a sword.
As the creature gets right up to you and you're just like waiting for that moment of claws to strike, just through the throat, just a shattering of stone across, and the head crumbles to the ground.
Welcome to being traumatized.
Let's get out of
This
here.
time.
And there, Kylus, hand smoking.
Hair blowing in the wind.
Yep.
I run up to him
Black wind.
and I hug him. I'm scared.
There. Can we get the fuck out of here now?
Yes.
No. Check that fucking hut now.
Alright, at least let me make a distraction for us.
No, let's keep being quiet. Go into that fucking hut. I assume that Frogman told us that this is a dead end coming up. That's a safe assumption. Yeah, he did tell us that. So, we know there's nothing theoretically back there. Was there anything else in there? Any other statues?
In the hut?
There was
I'm
ano-
in the hut.
There
right
was
now.
one on the ground. I'll say you guys gather at this
Yeah.
point. You're out of initiative at this moment. When you gather in there, there is another stone statue that is crumbled on the ground, seemingly dead.
Wasn't there a bunch out in that field out there?
Yeah, but that's like through the nook in the wall and shit. We got distance if we keep being quiet like we are absolutely being quiet right now.
Doing great so far.
I go in the hut and look around, trying to find whatever the kind of shit that
I'm
we
kneeling
talked about.
down, kind of looking at the pieces of the person Kylus just killed. Just feeling like, even though I'm relieved to not be stone, I'm so sad that we had to kill one of Frogman's friends.
You stopped chewing some gum and just.
Yeah.
A little crumble.
All the king's horses and all the king's men.
Got a lot of gum in that pack, don't you?
I
Wait,
start
you're not even
looking through
there.
the
You're not-
books that I grabbed to see if there's anything helpful or anything of note.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check as you're looking through. Roll an investigation check.
I'll sit in the
As you're
doorway and
looking
keep
around for
watch.
horses. Okay.
Can the
Dirty
professor
20.
roll an investigation?
Yeah. The professor would.
Can he tactically assess too?
I rolled a 16.
I got a dirty 20.
I will tactically assess.
Yes.
Can I play the professor for the rest of the session?
Natural one.
Okay, that's a nat one.
Oh my god.
Did he buy the eyes of minute seeing?
He didn't. Well, at least he didn't say anything in the text yet, so we can retcon anything in terms of purchases. I don't mind doing that, but at the moment, I'm gonna say he doesn't have them. What'd you get?
20.
20, and you got
16.
16. Looking about the space, you find a number of just interesting drawings written out, scribbles down on the ground. You do find a scroll, a spell scroll of darkness.
No, not a spell scroll. Stone to flesh.
No.
I was really hoping it was going to be something cool so I could be like, nah, I'm going to leave it behind.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm going to
oh, you're gonna take it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Additionally, you find underneath the bed there seems to be a journal hidden underneath a false, like a hollowed out bit of floorboard. You lift it up and pull it out. It's ratty, beaten up.
Very carefully start.
Looking through your notes, it seems to be a lot of studies on different plant life within the space. What is edible, what should be avoided, things like that. Could be beneficial in identifying things further down in the Underdark.
Okay, I read it, commit it to my stone memory, and also take it with me.
Looking through the journal, taking some time here, you discern essentially this is his mentor's notes, essentially talking about daily life within Hobble Hollow, her essentially being set up as an outsider, but will occasionally be called upon for bizarre divination or
She's the village witch.
she's the village witch. Yes, they begrudgingly accept her, but also don't allot her loyalty within this area.
Outside of personal shit, anything stand out to me?
Some of the final pages in there, you're skimming through most of it, catching bits and pieces. The scribbles start to get larger, rushed a bit on the final pages. Looking through it, it speaks of the return of Elisdrana with the rest of a bit of the adventuring party coming back home. Skimming forward a little bit more. Elisdrana has been appearing in odd places in the city, potentially children trying to play pranks.
She's stoned at this point.
She's stoned at this point. Flipping forward, chaos erupting. She's denoting the panic of these cursed stone beings turning others into stone, and then they turn on the living in a vein of zombification that seems very familiar to you,
that's what I was
with
thinking.
a very different flavor.
Like Wolfgang is getting kind of angrier as he's reading this and more concerned as well.
It then finishes with, "They will probably come for me," and ends there.
I'm gonna put it back where I found it.
Tucking it away.
Did we just kill one of Frognan's?
Yes, we did. Let's not do that again. Also, what the fuck happened to Frognan? What'd you do? What? He in your ring? Is
I
that
put him in the ring. I'll be safe there.
Thank you.
so? All of our anti-petrification stuff is on Frognan, which is now stone in your ring.
I'm very close to finishing the next potion. 2 days, and I can bring him back.
Okay. Do we go back to the surface?
If
Like,
we kill this thing, if we just destroy it, maybe it'll release everyone.
Sure. Without Frognan?
Or any of our potions or
I
helpful items.
I feel like that's setting us up for extreme disaster. Is there any way you can speed up your process?
If you want to pull another all-nighter with me, but
I'll fucking pull all nighter. No, that's not a good idea.
I think maybe
We could, but I don't feel safe down here to do it.
Frankly,
well, it won't be any better up in the frost wilds,
no,
freezing our butts off.
She has a good point there. I kind of think this spot is where we should do it. We
could barricade the door.
We barricade the little crack in the wall there. There's shit in here that we can put over
If
there.
we're quiet, they might not even notice
what
us.
if we made our way to his teacher? She might be working on a cure right now. She might have one.
Oh
We
shit.
can find her.
That's a big if, maybe,
Do you think-
possibly.
I mean, how do we find her?
I don't know.
Can you find her?
I could try. I've never met her.
What's her name?
Wait,
What's her name?
you could scry on her first.
I don't even.
It might make you familiar with her.
Almirna.
Do we know that?
I've said
No,
it-
I have a star next to it, so that means that Nesta knows.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good way of keeping track of things.
Smart.
Take notes.
Okay. So you know her name. Does that mean you can reach out to her? She's a drow, so we know that. So white hair, dark skin. I don't know, all drow look alike, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Sending is a means I
Gosh, I
did
love
touch
fantasy.
someone familiar.
Fantasy racism.
I could scry. I can't send her because I'm not familiar, but I could scry her.
It's worth a shot.
Though I used. Can I only use
That-
this
that was-
once a day?
That scry was during travel. You can
Yeah.
choose to have used that on the first.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
absolutely
Time
the
is
first day.
time is weird. If you want to do that, that's fine.
But what about my find the path that I did? Can I?
Well, you get
That's
each
different.
of those spells once a day. It's
Yeah.
not one or
each
the other.
one? Oh,
Every
right.
one of them you get once a day.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
I'll
a
try
lot
and-
of spell casting.
Do it.
I'll try and scry her.
Do it.
If I'm gonna
For sure.
perma kill you with a sigil, you better believe the benefits of it should be useful.
Thanks,
While
Dungeonmaster.
she does that, I'm gonna kind of like prop up the door, but like be looking out the door, like out like the corner of the door, kind of look out to
Yeah.
see if anything's
Smart.
approaching.
The professor is also kind of in the middle of where it domes out and expands, and is just keeping an eye on the crevice where you all came through. He still has mace out and shield in hand.
I'll go back inside then if they're keeping watch.
Okay.
I'll scry.
All right.
All right.
Scrying on Almira. Jostled into the back of your head, eyes rolling back, jaw aghast.
Oh shit.
This is what happened last time with your scries.
Didn't know it looked like that.
Mhm.
Jesus.
This is the least-
Jostled up,
Less
forward,
forward than last time.
and then back. It found no purchase.
It didn't connect. Do you think she's been turned?
Fuck.
I don't think so.
Why
I mean,
not?
Frogden said she found a way out.
Well, she could be dead.
Or she could be dead.
Or she could have resisted the spell because she doesn't know who's trying to look at her.
Either way, she's not going to help us.
Okay.
Did
So-
Frogden say where she was going?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've said deeper into the Underdark.
Yeah, he
But
was
that's-
pretty nondescript about it. God.
Yeah.
I think if we get
Why
the
couldn't it
fuck
have been
away
me?
from these statues so we don't have to kill any more of his family.
But
I mean, I
again-
will if I have to, but I'd rather not.
But again, the problem with that is this is a relatively fortified area. If we need a day to solve you making him a potion to get him on petrified.
2 days.
I could help, and we can make it one day.
If you stay up all night and you both take a point of exhaustion, you'll finish a potion.
We get him. It's you know, tomorrow may suck for you guys, but at least he's back, and
And all our shit.
he knows. I mean,
But mostly Frogman.
we know what you mean. It's the potions he has are pretty key to this right now, and his brain is pretty key to this. And I'm fighting a beholder without our spell slinger is not the way to go.
Yeah, and I need his bag, so let's get him back.
Okay,
Okay.
Professor, you and I carry all the heavy ass shit over that crevice as quietly as possible. Nesta, give us a hand. You're strong.
Build a
as shit, too.
barricade.
Exactly.
All right.
We're gonna do it quiet.
I'll get set up here.
No fire. Nothing. We are as quiet as humanly possible.
Humanoidly.
Humanoidly possible.
Humanoidly possible.
Professor made a
Alright.
joke. Love to hear it.
I didn't even mean to. Low charisma. Low
Can I
charisma.
do anything to help you with your potion making?
Ness was quite helpful because she could guide me magically, but I'm not really sure unless you're capable with alchemist tools.
No.
Alright.
If you help keep guard.
I mean, after we get this barricade up, we sit here in silence for 12 hours.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Make sure you take watches.
Okay.
I'll take the first watch.
Start barricading up.
Mm-hmm.
No reason for all of us to have exhaustion by the morning.
Let's go ahead and make a carpenter's tools check.
Cool.
Building a barricade.
I have those.
Yeah.
Do I?
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do sleight of hand. This is your ability to build this defense quietly.
Guidance.
Nobody asked for my help. I have great sleight of hand.
Well, you can more than welcome to help us. Advantage?
Advantage, because the professor's assisting.
What's guidance?
Mm-hmm.
Good guidance. D4.
Oh, he's
I
fine.
don't fucking need it.
Okay, so let's let him throw it in there.
What do you say, sleight of hand? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Deftly and cautiously.
With
You
Ranguin helping us.
Yes. You are able to set up a solid defense.
Okay.
Nothing too elaborate, but heavily functional. Heavy beams, you kind of quietly broke down a bit of the hut, and any no major support beams, but anything that seems strong and sturdy enough, and we're able to kind of dig out a bit of the ground, wedge it in there, and essentially create
The chamber
a
we're
nice
in,
wall. Mhm.
how high is the ceiling?
It's probably about 45 feet up.
Is the only entrance outside of this chamber this crevice, or is it up there also cracked? And
It is
open?
up there as well. How wide it is, you're not too certain. But in terms of actual purchase, it's a little tough to climb up that high.
Ranguin, take a look at that.
Okay. I'll flag with my boots.
Floating up, it is very narrow.
And we still
Go
have
ahead
psychic
and make
connection.
a straight intelligence check. Just D20 plus intelligence.
Let's be dehydrated, because I don't have
23.
23. With the way those creatures were moving, those statues, there's no way they could climb up to this height. They're not coordinated enough. They would probably try and fall and shatter.
Ooh, I don't want him to fall and shatter.
Are you? Okay, can I contacting you? Are you able to see through it?
Yes.
And
I mean, it corners through, but
it's just like a how wide is it? Can you go through?
Can I?
you could. You're pretty, well, your butt might not make it through.
Oh, that's right.
It
Part of
refuses to
Bodacious
quit.
butt.
Yeah. You put it in the art. It's real.
Yeah, that's the thing. My butt wouldn't fit through.
Probably not.
Not quite.
Not at that height. It's too narrow. Frogman would probably be able to squeeze through this space, though.
I don't want to be rude, but can't you change into other forms and get smaller?
Yes, but to what effect? I mean, I thought you were asking me so you knew how many people could fit through.
I want to see if you can scout out there. Quietly, small.
Well, can I kind of turn Frogman size?
How tall are you? Normally?
It's like 5'6".
5'6". I'll say in terms of changing your height, you can add or subtract a foot from
Okay.
your height.
Okay.
So you could probably get closer to the height of like a dwarf,
Okay.
but not so much a gnome.
Okay.
Could-
So can I do that?
You would be a very tall gnome if you wanted to pass yourself off as a gnome.
I don't want to pass off. I just want to get through this.
No, it's just for visual reference.
Okay. So, but can I just as a change just shrink myself down, like look the same way and just shrink myself down?
So
that
part of
way?
shape changing is you have to choose a person you've
I
seen
do.
before.
Okay.
You have to assume an actual identity that you've noticed.
Okay. So then
You meant
I
that
Could you
lady
turn
dwarf
into any
Yes.
of us?
Strum.
Are any of us small? I'm smaller than.
But you're going to be helping make potions. You're not going to want to be a lookout up here.
No, but I'm saying like if you could
You could
shape-shift
transform into
me.
Nesta and look like her.
Good point. Could Nesta fit through? I'm going to do that. I'm going to transform into
How
Nesta
tall are
and
you?
see if-
I am also 5'6".
A little tough.
But she's skinnier. She doesn't have that butt that I have.
I don't have a butt.
I guess that's canon.
That is cool.
Yeah, oh, no.
Talk repeatedly about her, but never about hers.
We are clearly superficial
I
as well.
mean, trust
It's
me.
the flat assers and the round
She doesn't have a
assers.
flat ass. That's canon.
Okay.
I've noticed.
All right.
But
Easy, Tiger.
it's not like the same thing.
Down, girl,
So
down.
does that make a difference?
Yeah, I'll say you can certainly try in this form.
Okay, I'd like to try.
Your hair shortening, turning into that light purple, freckles appearing on your face, your whole body altering and shifting.
Can I see this happening?
Yeah.
Ranguin, you're gonna have to talk to somebody about this. It's a little unhealthy.
I think it's
What are
pretty
you
fun.
talking about?
I'm not. You can't.
You're not there.
You're not there. This is in our minds.
Shut up, Wolfgang. Can she get
Sounding exactly like Nesta.
through? Shut up, Wolfgang.
Yeah.
You sound a little
Go ahead and make
more
me an
like Austin
acrobatics check.
Powers.
I'm gonna say because of the space that it's in, it is a disadvantage though. It's tough to
Rude.
squeeze through. But you're good at
Well,
acrobatics.
that's a nat 20.
There you go. Just do it again.
27.
I like to say just do it again,
Yeah.
just in case. 27. Yeah, that's excellent.
Okay.
You, without the ass, slide through, and then you kind of lower yourself down so there's a little bit extra space, but you were able to squeeze through.
Okay.
In a rush, that might be a little tough.
Okay.
She's way off the ground though.
Currently, yes.
Okay. So I'm not.
I think I was stuck on
And
it.
then,
No,
so I
no.
can keep a lookout from up there.
Can she,
If you want to perch up there, sure.
Can you see the other side?
Can I see the other side?
Roll me a perception check. Disadvantage. It's dark. Unless you want to turn on a light.
Nope.
No thanks.
You're petrified. Shut up.
You're not part of this session anymore.
Yeah.
You're not in this episode.
If she
Two.
shifted as me, though, does
Two.
she get my dark vision?
Mm-mm. You don't gain
I have
any
double dark
abilities from the
vision.
race. You just gain the physical appearance. Yeah. No.
You got 120 dark vision.
Dark vision allows you to make a check, but it's at disadvantage. You need bright light in order for it to be a
This
straight
is
roll.
Or
taking
devil's sight.
more effort than
Or
I
devil's
wish
sight.
I had.
now.
I just wanted you to scout the other side.
From this angle, no, it's too hard to
I
see.
can't really see anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want?
You would have to move further down.
Do you want to push through, or you want to come back?
Well, I can keep looking, see what we've got going on.
My only concern is that Frognan has been very, how would we say, explicit about the horrific and horrible monsters that live under here.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, oftentimes horrific and horrible things lurk in tunnels and things of that nature.
Well, why don't I just perch up here and stay and keep a lookout until I need to rest?
Sure. Come a little back towards us, though, so you're easily able to drop
I'll
down.
be able to just drop. I'll just stay right here with my legs inside.
Love that.
You can have them kind of hanging off the wall that has been placed up there, looking down.
I just mean like my legs hanging off to like the hole that goes back down into the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drop.
Okay. So I could just drop as soon as I.
Yeah,
need
you
to.
can just pull backwards and you're good.
Okay.
All right. Who's taking first watch? First watch. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Disadvantage. I love saying disadvantage to Lauren because she just mocks me.
5.
5.
Wish I had my devil's sight.
Some time goes by before you hear like stone against stone rubbing. A bit of a moment goes by before you see one of these stone statues is clunkily, with low intent, not really like a purpose, it seems like they're just wandering. It's just
Very first episode of Walking Dead.
They get close.
before it comes right up to the barrier and kind of, which you would hear. Oh no, you're asleep.
But I'll.
You would, I mean, you've noticed it at this point, but it
Okay.
it got like right underneath you before you really noticed. And kind
Okay.
of,
Nesta. But I did that with my mind because we're still. It hasn't been 4 hours yet, has it? Or has it?
I would say at this point, the 4 hours has expired. You guys landed, probably got down here around 12:30 in the afternoon,
Okay.
and it's now evening watches.
Well, she
Okay.
didn't connect to our minds until like right to the house, till we got to the hut.
Just like absent mind.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, but that would still be 4 o'clock in the
Okay.
evening. At this point, you're taking watch. It's like
It comes to the door.
8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
I immediately float down with my little cool shoes, and I wake up Professor and Wolfgang. Wake up! There's one of those stone guys. There's one of those stone guys at the door.
Is it breaking through?
I don't know. It's trying to.
Let's not talk.
This is out loud.
Yeah.
Do you want me to summon a distraction out there?
No.
This is literally the episode of Walking Dead where they're turning the handle at the door.
A little inspiration.
I could have them lead it away. Alright.
I think it's a good idea.
You hear clawing against it.
Oh my god!
Moment passes. You hear that stone against stone again, and it seems to move. away. Who's taking second watch?
I'm up. I'll fucking take it.
Yep.
Make the bad thoughts go away. Make the bad thoughts go away. Make the bad thoughts go away.
Grab the bottle.
Pass me that.
But with what perception?
Okay.
I will not be taking the watch.
That blind sight's amazing. 10 feet.
Right.
Maybe Professor will
Professor will take
volunteer.
it.
This is probably top 10 worst nights ever.
I start like pointing, but not at you guys because I can't see you, and just going.
The professor kind of leans up against it, closes his eyes, and just seems to be like listening for anything. He's not able to get sight on anything and doesn't want to risk trying to climb the barricade and fall.
Didn't you say there were glowy mushrooms over here?
Yeah, within this space.
So we actually do have a little bit of light.
Yeah, but once you're looking
Sure.
past into that crevice, it's
So
all
I'm just saying,
darkness.
like, if I open my eyes, I can be like, oh, okay.
Yes,
My
yeah.
eyes aren't closed, right?
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like if someone popped open a lantern nearby. It offers a bit of light, but it's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Professor will make a perception check. Disadvantage. Ooh, that's an 18 and an 8. Tactical. Can I perception check? I don't know.
You can
Tactical
believe
perception.
tactical investigate,
Investigation,
insight,
and I believe it's perception.
Tactical assessment.
that sounds right.
No.
I'm saying it's yes.
Yeah.
I was lying. You got me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, tactical assessment is mostly intelligence
I
based,
know.
excluding insight. It's the only
I was
wisdom.
hoping
of
you
the
would go with what I said.
No, fuck you.
Get in line.
Okay, that's that's a total of 12 for him. Some time goes by. 2 hours or so before the third watch. Who's taking it?
We're still crafting potions.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably listen
Oh,
for
the
stuff while
the
we're
professor
working.
could take it again. He only needs 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he'll take the final one.
Love an elf.
Mm-hmm. This is what they're good for.
That's a
Second
night we
one.
do.
That's a natural 20 and a 4.
Oh, I know, that's what happened to me.
Jeez. 4 plus 4, 8. Time goes by.
While we're working,
Mhm.
I do want to chat with her about something.
Sure.
We're
Great-
supposed to be
Great
quiet.
timing.
This is
Whisper.
a terrible idea.
You should not
that
be
for you
chatting with
guys.
anyone.
So who do
So
you-
quiet.
So who do you like?
Yeah.
No.
Come in to tell that.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, Mary. So we're working.
See, remember that scry I had you do?
Yes, I've been thinking about it nonstop.
Yeah, me too.
I love Brittany's fake potion. It's a lot of fun.
Everything Brittany does is with a lot of fun.
I've heard that about her, actually.
Yeah.
All thumbs, no hands.
My wife's name.
Keep my wife's thumb.
About the scry?
Next scene, never mind.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Right. About that. I want to know more. I don't know what details to keep out anymore or what to share. I don't know what you saw, but
I don't know why you don't want me to tell you everything.
can't really think of an excuse as to why right now. Got a lot going on.
Life's kind of fucked right now.
Our good friend's a stone person
Yeah.
now.
And I'm probably like fucking up his ring too because I'm like mind controlled.
What if you tell me what you want to know and I'll see if I can answer it?
I don't know what I want to know.
Can I
Look.
tell you something that was the most glaringly insane that I saw?
Maybe.
Okay.
Before that, you've been in a similar situation that I'm in now.
What situation is that?
You didn't know your father was alive.
Yes.
I didn't know my mother was out there. How much would you have wanted to know about your father?
Everything?
Interesting. Can't say I share that sentiment. I mean, I do. It's...
Though I guess if I had looked at my father and I'd seen that he was a horrible person, I wouldn't have wanted to know that. But if he was safe and if he was healthy and if he was a good person, or I don't know, I would have wanted to know.
I mean, have you ever wanted something so badly and wished for it over and over and over, and then all of a sudden it came true and it was sitting right in front of you and you just didn't know what to do?
No.
That's where I'm at. She has to be a shitty person, right? Been alive this whole time, didn't want anything to do with me.
Oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling very well, actually.
So she chose to leave, so why should I care?
Yes. Fuck her. Thank you. Sorry. I think.
What are you going through right now?
Well, okay.
Thought we were talking about me.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I understand the feeling completely. Because when I said just now that I've not had that feeling, in fact, I've had that feeling recently, and I didn't realize it until you put it into your own words. We're all whispering this. But, I know exactly how you feel.
You hate your mother, hate my mom too!
I need some more explanation.
Did I? Okay, well, my mother came to me in a dream. I don't know if I think I maybe mentioned it.
I thought she'd just been around.
No, well, she's been around, but I didn't know. She's been lying to me my whole life. And she left me in a field to be brought up by a horrible sadistic woman in an orphanage, and didn't even vet the orphanage or check their references or see the reviews on Yelp or anything. She
Well,
just,
fuck her!
I know! Yes. Anyway.
It's pretty fucking shitty.
Thank you. So, all of a sudden, she shows up in my life and she wants, I don't know, a relationship. She wants, I don't know, communication.
Is that why you're so quiet and Talib?
Yes.
Interesting. I think it's a little bit more explanation.
Sorry. So, all this to say, I know how you feel. That being said, if I'd had the opportunity somewhat earlier in life to see my mother, I might have been curious.
You're not getting caught earlier. It's been over a century.
What do you want to know?
Everything. And
Kylas.
everything. You'd want the same, right?
She has a sigil. And that comes out like, she has a sigil.
Like a dam breaking.
I wish I didn't already have that feeling.
You knew?
I didn't know exactly, but I mean, Sigil of Flight and my whole thing, you've all been talking about Destiny so fucking much, it made sense, but I didn't think it was her. I thought it was my father, but...
Who's your father?
I really can't share that. I'm sorry.
That's okay, no.
I know,
We've
I
all
want to. I do, but...
This lot, I don't think there's one of us, except maybe Frognand with his mum, and maybe Wolfgang with someone, But other than that, I don't think any of us have normal or functional or healthy family dynamics.
That's fair.
Our family's completely normal.
That's what she's saying. You and Frogman are two normal people.
What,
Healthy families.
Yeah, maybe.
what else did you find out about her?
I
I know she's alive, and I know she has a sigil. Is there anything else?
What was it? Just that she was with that person, right?
She was wrapped in wind that seemed to be carrying her while she was resting. She seemed conscious, but eyes closed, almost cradled, like a child, practically. You do remember that there was chanting and magic being cast past her, as if someone was trying to strike either at her or this wind that was carrying her.
I would relay all that.
Okay.
I wonder if it's that person that was following her.
Did you recognize that person?
Did I recognize that person?
She seemed Shatterkai in terms of visual appearance, but not a familiar face.
I don't know. Honestly. I know I look like a Shatterkai, but if I'm being honest, I've never been to the Shadowfell, and I have no connections to that half of myself.
What's the other half?
Similar to you, actually. Not exactly an angel, but tied to a greater being. Something with power that can rival gods.
Wow. That's cool.
Not as cool as it sounds.
No?
Nope, not at all.
Why?
Again, I want to tell you, I want to share more with the group. I've wanted to for a while, but it's off the table now. I wish it wasn't. I just need more time.
I think... I like to think I have a good intuition about people. And something tells me that deep down I know your intentions are in the right place.
I'm just thinking how to respond to that, sorry.
So I'm gonna trust you. But I also want you to remember that I don't forgive very easily. So if you're lying to protect someone or to do something right, I understand. But if you're keeping secrets to betray us in some way, I could never forgive you for that.
I hope it never comes to that. I really do.
Good, me too.
I was going to talk to Mr. Nand about this, but well.
Oh, hopefully soon. I know you could talk to him more freely than anyone else here.
It's actually been quite nice, if I'm being honest.
Let's get him back as soon as we can.
The potion starts to boil and it's almost overcooked.
Is it
all right,
done?
all right,
It's
no,
done.
no. Hold on, take it off the fire.
As everyone except for you two receive a long rest.
We get exhaustion.
You take 1 point of exhaustion.
So they make a potion.
Mm-hmm. See if you can get into his ring.
I can't without taking some time. I need 4 hours.
So we're up.
4 more hours. All right.
Why?
I can only do this once a day.
You need a long rest.
A long rest.
Okay.
Take one.
The potion's done.
Well,
I need 4 hours.
get to bed.
If he's napping, can I take a short rest or something?
Why don't you get 4 hours and see what happens?
Okay.
Maybe we go full 6 and we get moving after that.
I'll pop back up and keep a lookout.
Okay. You. Your boots have reset by this point as well, so keep track of that in terms of time.
Okay.
You peek on over.
I only use them to get up.
Yeah.
and then- okay.
Seems relatively quiet, the same.
Before I meditate,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of look at Wolfgang.
Kind of like looking in that direction.
Oh, right. Daytime doesn't bring sunrise.
in here, there's still the glowing. There's still glowing fungi.
This becomes necessary. Don't hesitate. All right.
What the fuck's that mean?
I'm gonna create a problem. That's what it
Yes. And I go into meditation.
Okay. You begin to rest.
Wolfgang's kind oh, okay, I now know what you're referring to. But but Wolfgang does not know what you're referring to. Okay. Wolfgang's kind of just like, what is he talking about?
As you go into your rest, you begin to short rest. We kind of take a moment looking at everyone gathered in the first few steps of your journey
Don't do it.
before we go into the ring. Frogman, you there?
Plums.
The stone begins to fade from your hands, and you're freed. Inside of Kylus's ring. And that is where we will pick up next.
No, I disallow that. I have my own mind.
You have your own mind, and your petrification is over.
God damn it! It was temporary.
It was temporary?
It is temporary petrification.
We worked all
Oh my
night?
God!
God
Not
damn
gonna,
it.
not gonna reveal that.
Plum.
We will come back to what
There
that
is
ring.
so much in there.
We will come back to what that looks like inside that ring.
It's having a party in there all night. We're working our asses off.
In a moment.
When does that end?
Huh?
When does that end?
The ring?
No, the
Is it
petrification.
after an hour?
It's 24-hour waiting period.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get much time in there then.
I changed some of the effects of this creature's ability. I made it permanent for other creatures, the players. It's the 24 canon. It's listed as 24 per the stat block. For NPCs, I make it a permanent effect.
Yeah.
We're just better.
Man.
We're just building.
You're the main story.
my
I
God.
literally just
And removing a player
Yeah.
for 24
Oh,
hours
no.
is huge still.
Question.
3 days ago I wrote out that full description.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing.
I
Don't say
had an
anything.
idea, but yeah.
Can you get him out of the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not. He doesn't have to be an object.
No.
Plum.
I can
It's
go
just-
in and I can
it's
bonus
just-
action to send him out.
Yeah. But
I
we'll come
connect to
back to
Oz.
that eventually.
The control like the console. He was like, all right.
No diagnostics.
The ring is the TARDIS.
Exactly. But we will see what secrets are in store in there in an interesting turn of events.
That's amazing.
I'm never leaving.
God damn it.
Thank you all
Kick me
so
out here
much
and find me.
for joining us. What a wild entrance into Hovel Hollow. And we will see where this takes us. Probably deeper down.
Here's hoping.
Emotionally and physically. Thank you all so
Game
much for
sucks.
watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
What a waste of time.